A warm welcome to every one of you here. To get the best of life, realize your past without regret, handle your present with confidence, prepare for the future without fear. This is possible when you have a belief in astrology. Dear distinguished chief guest, Dr. Ahalya Sharma, the Vice Chancellor of Karnataka Sanskrit University, Reverend President of Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthana, Shri G. Rajagopalaya, family members of former President late Dr. S. KRISHNA Kumar, shining guests, amazing faculty members, aspiring graduates, enthusiastic alumni of this esteemed institution, and fellow students, a warm welcome to the captivating Vedic Astrological Day and congregation event in the memory of our former president, late Dr. S. KRISHNA Kumar. With an intention and a dream to spread the knowledge of ancient astrology to community, BJS is thriving ahead. BJS and Jupiter Art Foundation has declared 16th November as International Vedic Astrological Day. From this year, it will be fortunate to celebrate 16th November every year as International Vedic Astrological Day as a tribute to our former president, late Dr. S. KRISHNA Kumar. As you all are excited and graced in this occasion, we request you all to keep your mobile phone in the silent mode or either switched off to thoroughly enjoy this splendid moment. Stay tuned and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a thunderous applause as we welcome the dignitaries on the stage. Dr. V. Nagaraja Sharma, we request you to be on the stage. Dr. Ahalya Sharma, we welcome you on the stage, madam. Madam Kshama Devi, we request you to be on the stage. G. Rajagopalaya, we request you, please be on the stage. Captain Vijay Gopal Alur, kindly grace on the stage. Dr. R. Nanjundaya, kindly grace on the stage. As a token of respect, I request Madam Sai Lakshmi and Madam Bhargavi to present the bouquet of flowers to our respected chief guests and dignitaries. Thank you. BJS embodies the spirit of advancement, tenacity in every move. Many have been inspired by its journey. Indeed, it is a moment to remember the exemplary leader when you say leadership. And this whole event of Vedic Astrological Day is a tribute to late Dr. S. KRISHNA Kumar. Let's stimulate the occasion with the blessings of Almighty. I invite Kumari Choksha Narasimhan, the granddaughter of late Dr. S. Krishna Kumar, to invoke the prayers.
Namaste. Shri Gurubhyom Namaha. I am Choksha Narasimhan. I am very happy that Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthan is celebrating International Vedic Astrology Day in memory of my grandfather, Dr. S. Krishna Kumar. Today, I am very happy to be singing the song which I learned from my grandfather as the inaugural. First, I would like to recite this ode written by me. You used to be my guide in life and help me in everything. Even if I was going wrong, you would do something. I wish you were here with me. I want to be with you, my dreamer. Without you, I cannot imagine life. Sometimes, I feel the void is not filled. But then I think about the positive things to be founded. Thank you for being with me for such a long time. Now, I shall proceed with the song set to Raga Behag, Tala Adi, and composed by Sri Annamacharya. Narayana te namo namo. Narayana te namo namo. Bhava Narada Sannuta namo namo. Oh, Narayana te namo namo. Murahara Nagadara Mukunda Madhava. Murahara Nagadara Mukunda Madhava. Garuda Gamana Pankajana Murahara Nagadara Mukunda Madhava. Garuda Gamana Pankajana Paramu Purusha Bhavabanjanate. Parama Purusha Bhavabanjanate. Namo Naramriga Sharira. Namo 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 Naramriga Sharira. Namo Namo Narayanate. Namo Namo Bhava Narada Sannuta namo namo. Oh, Narayanate namo namo. Jaladishayana Ravichandra Vilochana Jalaruha Bhavanuta Charanayuga. Jaladishayana Ravichandra Vilochana Jalaruha Bhavanuta Charanayuga. Balibanjana Govardhana Vallabha. Balijanjana Govardhana Vallabha. Nalino Darate Namo Namo. Namo Nalino Darate Namo Namo. Narayanate Namo Namo. Bhava Narada Sannuta namo namo. Oh, Narayanate namo namo. Adideva Sakalagama Pujita Yadava Kulamohana Rupa. Adideva Sakalagama Pujita Yadava Kulamohana Rupa. Vedodara Tiru వెంకటనాయక వేదోదరతిరు వెంకటనాయక నాద ప్రియతే నమో 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 నాద ప్రియతే నమో నమో నారాయణ నమో నమో భవ నారద సన్నుత నమో నమో నారాయణతే నమో 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 నమో. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kumari Choksha. This General Secretary of Karnataka State Astrological Federation, Mr. Gajendra, has arrived. Kindly welcome, sir. Please be seated. A light boosts the confidence and dispels the ignorance of darkness. To increase the trust of the day, the Reverend Chief Guest, dignitaries and family members of late Shri Dr. S. Krishna Kumar to join in lighting the lamp. It's my privilege to invite the man of action of BJS, who is instrumental in nurturing the growth of astrology in Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthana, both in Bangalore and Mysore branch. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in inviting Dr. V. Nagaraja Sharma, to the Secretary of Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthana, to address the audience on behalf of this esteemed institution.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this remarkable event of Vedic Astrological Day, International Vedic Astrological Day and Convocation for the year 2024. It is a tribute to our former founder president, late Dr. S. Krishna Kumar. It is my honor to welcome the chief guest, Dr. Ahalya Sharma, the Vice Chancellor of Karnataka, Sanskrit University. And please give a round of applause. Trustees and founder members, faculty members of BJS, and office bearers to grace this occasion in this short notice. We are pleased to see each one of you to grace this occasion. Dr. S. Krishna Kumar, who was instrumental for this institution, his contribution to astrology is indisputable. You ask any faculty member or any student, about him, their reply will be gratitude. Indeed, his contribution is irreplaceable. We welcome family members of late Dr. S. Kumar sir in this occasion. In today's celebration, we are excited to extend the contribution by bringing together leading experts of astrological field and honoring our students. I welcome the Secretary of our Karnataka State Federation, Mr. Gajendra sir. In today's celebration, today's agenda promises valuable networking opportunities and insightful discussions. Your participation is crucial and to the success of this event. A warm welcome once again to all. Thank you. Let us begin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now is the time to introduce a man of multifaceted, a man of forthright communication, who contributed his distinguished service in defense for more than 2 decades. His interest towards astrology led him to pursue in this field. Being a vice president of BJS, his contribution is immense. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Captain Vijay Gopal Allur to address few words on the glory of this institution.
Good morning, everybody. My thoughts go back to 1900, 2000. That is the time I met Dr. KRISHNA Kumar. I did not know him. He was an engineer, he was an entrepreneur, he was running a unit in Pidnia, and I was looking after a factory, and in one of the Kasia meeting I met him, and somebody introduced me to him saying that KRISHNA Kumar, but you know, he is a great astrologer. I said, very good. So casually when we had the tea break, I asked him, sir, can I learn astrology? He said, Captain Sahabre, banne, no problem. Because I told him, listen, I know about astronomy, because, you know, in my days of sailing, we didn't have this luxury of GPS. We used to navigate using stars and planets. So you know the evening star, even though we call it a star, the Venus and Jupiter, and the other stars like Rigel, Betelgeuse, Alpha Centauri and all that, these are the stars which we use, which is connected with astrology. Here you have 27 nakshatras, but each nakshatra is not one nakshatra, comprises of many nakshatras, which I didn't know. I said, listen, I use Orion belt, I use Ursa Major, I use... It's all in the astrological science, he told me. So that's how I joined astrology class in somewhere in late 90s. I was his shishya. Okay. So I finished the subject. Those days we had only 2 years course. We used to have Jyothisha Pravina, Jyothisha Visharada. After that he said, Captain, why don't you join the faculty? So early 2000 I joined him as his faculty. So therefore, he is my mentor, guru, guide, philosopher, everything, you know, encompassing all that. And as Kusuma said, he is a multifaceted personality. Bahumukha Pratibha. He was born in a traditional family, learnt Vedas, scriptures, everything under a guru, traditionally. He was an engineer by profession, okay? But I will tell you a secret. One day I was playing golf in KGA, and suddenly whom do I find practicing in the net? Dr. KRISHNA KUMAR. See, you never imagine KRISHNA KUMAR, astrology. At least I am a naval officer, playing golf in Navy days and coming here. But KRISHNA KUMAR, he said, Captain Sahabre, somebody has presented me a golf set. I am, practicing here. Why I am saying is a multifaceted personality. So we were under ICAS. I don't know if all of you know what is ICAS. Indian Council of Astrological Society. It's the society formed by Dr. B.V. Raman, with its headquarters in Chennai. So we were a franchisees. We were running a chapter in Bangalore chapter. KRISHNA KUMAR was the president. We were all the faculty members. So in mid-2000, we found that there was too much of interference from Chennai. The Ramans, Krishnans, Gopal Krishnans and all were troubling us too much. So we decided, I think we should break away and form our own association. So that is how the BJS came into being, the birth of BJS. So we broke away from that. 14 of us, we formed a trust, BJS. We got it registered. And I should say thank you to Vidya Bhavan here, because even though we broke away from ICAS, they permitted us to conduct classes in BVB. We are very, very grateful to them. And we also said we must refurbish the syllabus. So we made it into 3 years course, as you are all aware of the present system, Pravesha, Pragna, and Acharya. And that is how the BJS were born. And who is mainly responsible? Our guru, mentor, guide and philosopher, late Dr. KK. I will call him KK because I used to call him KK because he was junior to me by age. Okay? Privately, not openly. So he is the root cause for the birth of BJS. Now to talk of what we are today, we have to keep that in mind. Our birth is due to KK. So we progressed. Again, thanks to Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, they held our hands. And we wanted to expand our footprint. So we tried Mysore, and many of my colleagues from Mysore are here today, and it was a success story. Previously, we used to send faculty from Bangalore who used to travel every day, every morning, every Sunday morning to go teach there and come back. It was a tedious thing. Okay? So over a period of time, Mysore became self-sufficient. The old students became faculty, and I am very proud to say that they are doing exceedingly well. Our branch at BJS, again thanks to Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, who have provided us assistance there in Mysore. And we wanted to again expand in Karnataka. We tried our hand at Shivamogga, but it did not work out. So in late 2010, 2014, we said, why not we start another branch, not a branch, but another institution where we will go and teach. Thankfully, PES College in Hanumant Nagar gave us the accommodation, that is the classrooms, and we had a coordinator, and we started our classes running exceedingly well in PES College. So therefore, we had main branch in Bangalore, Mysore branch, and PES College. But as you all know, we were hit by COVID. So 2000, 2002, 2000. So therefore, we had to shut down the physical classes, both in PES college and also in BVB here. And we started, to our, astonishment, students liked the offline classes because it facilitated them to sit at home and listen to the lecture rather than traveling, in Bengaluru traffic, 20 kilometers, 40 kilometers like that. So it became very popular. So we had started our offline classes, and after the COVID thing subsided, again last 1.5 years, we have started the physical class here. So this is the growth of BJS. What we are today is because of late Dr. KRISHNA Kumar. Without his guidance, without his leadership, I don't think we would have achieved what we are today. So let me tell you one secret. What we are, that means all the office bearers today, we are all students of KK. There is nobody who is not a student of KK. Okay, he used to take particular interest in grooming us in the initial stages. He used to come and sit in your class and he used to tell us what we should have done, what we should do. He corrected us in our teaching and he made us perfect. So over 2.5 decades of my association with KK, I don't think I still call myself perfect, because you see, he is too far a man where anybody can reach his height of knowledge. You see, he was I call he is a repository of knowledge. You ask him anywhere the drop of the hat, he will quote. Ask him any Purana, he will quote the parable. He will tell me the story. Ask any Samhita, he will tell you. Okay? And for example, you are all students of astrology. See, 27 nakshatras, which I said, all nakshatras, not single nakshatra. Right from one nakshatra to we have Jyothisha, we have 100 nakshatras. But you ask him, he will quote you the shloka straight away. He says from Ashwini to Revati, he will quote the thing, which I don't think any of us can just off the cuff recite. We have to. So that was it. He was a treasure trove. And he has authored so many books. Okay, he got a doctorate, on his research on medical astrology and book on that, which he has published. And in fact, one of his books is going to be released today. He has authored so many books. We have been very, very lucky to have all those which we are all using in our day-to-day astrology life. Okay? He was an author. I said Bahumukha Pratibha. You see, he had multifaceted. I have to keep on adding one quality like that. Golfer, which none of you knew. Entrepreneur, and also astrologer, counselor, and also a TV personality. How? Because he used to come on 2-3 channels in astrology counseling. Okay? So we used to call him, sir, you have become a TV star today. He said, hey, sumne rappa, dalla edunta. But he was such a wonderful man, and finally he was a human being, greatest human being. You could go to him for anything, advice. It can be some clarification in astrology, even in a general life. You go and ask him anything. Okay? He used to always say, Captain Sahibre Banni Manego. And my batch, when I learnt astrology, that is late 1900, I was very fortunate because Dr. KK and Dr. Dr. Rajgopalaya used to conduct classes in their house, that is KK's house. Okay, KK's house, on top we have a room which we have taken BJS. So they used to run classes. Why I said I am very fortunate is 2 days a week we used to meet there, and whenever his client comes, he will make us sit there, listen to the problem, and ask us to give the solution. He says, don't worry, even if you are wrong, I will teach you. I will tell you the correct thing. So, 2.5 years, 5 of us. Okay, there is one more lady, Dr. Sudha Tenekar. She was also a faculty here. Myself, Sudha. We used to be there at KK's house twice a week, sitting with him, his client. So we learned practicals through him, which I'm very fortunate because most of the people didn't have this luxury. So why I'm telling you all this is because you are all going through the courses. You will be products of this great organization, BJS. Tomorrow you will all be alumni, okay? And the aim of this organization is to spread the knowledge of astrology. So therefore, we want you to continue to practice, spread the thing, spread the word of astrology, and if possible, come back. And finally, I want to even thank our chief guest today. Her organization have been very kind enough to give you diplomas in astrology course. My only request to her is to get approval from the government to get a degree course. Whereas they can conduct the examination, we will send the students so that students can have, let's say, a BA astrology or that. So this is in nutshell. Okay, I am not saying any glory of thing, but we have grown from what seed was put in there in the ground by KK, has blossomed into a beautiful organization, what we call as BJS, and we have spread our wings. And also, in passing, I say, KK had a vision that we must have our footprint abroad. So he had somebody in Australia, he had somebody in USA. We tried it, but somehow it did not succeed. But anyway, we will try and see whether we can fulfill his dreams of having a footprint abroad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed pleasing to listen about KK sir. Even we all, as a student, we all call him as a KK sir. It's due respect towards him. And it was indeed to listen from our captain sir about even the birth of BJS. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you. Now, I request Mr. Gajendra, the General Secretary of Karnataka State Astrological Federation, to share few words. Please give a big round of applause.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ BJSನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಾಯರುಗಳಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಇಡೀ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಅನಂತ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ತಾವು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಮೈಸೂರು ಈ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನಾನು ಇಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಅವರ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರು. ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆಯವರು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯದ ಹೋರಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟವರು. ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ಇವರು ಕೂಡ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಅವರ ಒಡನಾಟ ಕಳೆದ 20 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ 10-15 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಅವರು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಈಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗ ಬಾಯ್ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗವನ್ನು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಹಳ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ BA ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ ನಾವು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪತ್ರಗಳ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ ಈ ವಿಚಾರ, 2000 ಇಸವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅವರು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಬಹಳ ಜನ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮದ್ರಾಸ್ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಂಧ್ರ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ದಾವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೂಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ದಾವೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಿನ ಆದೇಶಗಳಾದವು. ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋದ್ರು. ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ದಾವೆಯನ್ನು ಹೂಡಿದಾಗ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಾದ ವಿವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಆಲಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಬೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರದ ಅನ್ವಯ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದ್ವಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋರಾಟವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 80ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಧಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಈ BJS ಥರನೇ ಪಾಠಗಳ ಪ್ರವಚನಗಳನ್ನು ಆಶ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡಿಸಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಒಂದು ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮತ್ತು ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅಪಾರವಾದದ್ದು. ತದನಂತರ ಪೊಟ್ಟಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಆಂಧ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಬೈಫರ್ಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟ್ಟಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ಆಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ BA MA PhD ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿನೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಒಂದು ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ತಂಡ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ವಿ. ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮುಕ್ತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಇದೆ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಓಪನ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ VC ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಈ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅಂದರೆ 25ರಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮುಕ್ತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ BA MA PhD ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. 3 ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಅವರು ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯೂಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯೇನ್ರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೇನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮೂಲೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಭಾರತದ ಇತರೆ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ BA MA ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. PhD ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಣಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅಪಾರ. ಇವತ್ತು ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದ ಜೊತೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಮುಕ್ತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ, ಮುಂಡೇನ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಸ್ತು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಪಠ್ಯಪುಸ್ತಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಸೇವೆ ನಿರಂತರ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಭಾಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ವಾಸ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ. ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ವಾಸ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್. ಕೂತು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋರು. ಅವರ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಬಹಳ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಡೋರು. ಇವತ್ತು 2 ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಚಾಣಕ್ಯ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅಪಾರವಾದಂತಹ ಗ್ರಂಥ ಅದು. ಮೈಸೂರಿನವರು ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು, ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಏನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯ, ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವರ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಬುಕ್ಸು, ಅವರ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ, ವಾಸ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅಪಾರ. ಅವರ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾದಂಥ ಅನುಬಂಧ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರು ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ ಬಡ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳೋರು. 3 hours ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಲಿಸನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನು, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನವಂತರು. ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಶ್ಲೋಕದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವೋ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಬಿಡೋರು. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಬಹುಭಾಷ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯ ಉಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರ ಸೇವೆ ಅಪಾರ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಸಾಧನೆ ಏನೇನಿದೆ, ಅವರು ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಅವರು ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠವಾಗಿ ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪಾಠಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಮನವಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವುಗಳು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಇಡಿ, ನಮಗೂ ಮಾನ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನತೆಗೆ, ಈಗ 3 months ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ನೋ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್, ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೋಬೋದು, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೇನು ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ನಾವು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. 80ರಿಂದ 100 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಅವರ ಪಠ್ಯಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಅವೈಲೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪಾಠಗಳು ಪ್ರವಚನಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ BJS ಹಾಗೂ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿ ಅವರ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವೀಗ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ನಿಂದ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ್ದು, ಈ ವಾರ ಕಳೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಸ್ತು 1 ವಾರಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅವರ ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾಕೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದರು ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯಾದ್ಯಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ವಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅವರ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 1st ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ 2nd ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥ 1 ವಾರಗಳ ಕಾಲ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತು 8ರಿಂದ 9, 9:30ವರೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸು ನುರಿತರಿಂದ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸಿಂದ, MBBS ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಚರಕ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವರು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅವರು MBBS ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು. ಅವರು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಲಿತು ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಚರಕ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅಪಾರವಾದಂತಹ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ಅದು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಈ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಂತಹ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಮನೇಲೂ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯರು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬೆನ್ನವಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಇವು ನಮ್ಮ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುರುಗಳು, ಇವ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ವಾಸ್ತು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಇದೆ, ತೊಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಓದಬೇಕು. ಬಹಳ ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಿಂದ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಇನ್ ವಾಸ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಸ್ತುವನ್ನು, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಯನ್ನು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಲೀಲೇಬೇಕು, ಕಲೀರಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುರುವರಿಯರಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಭಿಕರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋವಂತಹ ಒಂದೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಮಗೆ ಮೈ ನವಿರೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಮುಂದೆ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂತಹ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಭಾಸವಾಯಿತು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Now, I request Madam Nandana Kadambi to share few words. Give a big round of applause to daughter of late Dr. S. Krishna Kumar, Madam Nandana Kadambi. Nandana Krishna Kumar.
Namaste. Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Shri Gurubhyom Namaha. Good morning to all the dignitaries, family, friends, and students. It is with immense pride and heartfelt gratitude that I stand before you today to speak about my father, Dr. S. KRISHNA KUMAR, fondly known as KK Sir. He was a visionary. He is a scholar, he is a Vedantin, and a towering figure in astrology. To us, family, he was an inspiring mentor, a guiding light, and a very foundation of our lives. My father's journey was one of relentless pursuit of knowledge and selfless service. Through his efforts, he brought astrology closer to people by blending traditions with modern education in a way that was accessible and practical. Be it through late night consultations, writing insightful books, delivering lectures, teaching across the globe, he always prioritized serving humanity. His teachings, wisdom, and guidance have left an indelible mark on the countless lives he has touched. As a father, he showered us with unconditional love, nurtured our aspirations, and taught us the importance of compassion and service. Today, there is a surprise factor, but I would like to tell you in advance. Today we honor his life and contributions by releasing a book, a compilation of his teachings, rooted in wisdom of past and designed for benefit of future generation. As my father often quoted from DVG's Mankutimana Kagga, Haleberu, Hosa Chiguru, Kudiralu, Mara Sogasu, Hosa Yukti, Hale Tattva, Dodagude Dharma, ಋಷಿವಾಕ್ಯದೊಡನೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಲೆ ಮೇಳವಿಸೆ ಜಸವು ಜನಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. Thank you all for celebrating his legacy with us today. Namaste.
Now I request Mr. Chandrasekhar from IFS. He is an IFS officer. Mr. Chandrasekhar, he has written the foreword for the book, what the book will be released now. Kindly, sir, please welcome on the stage. Please share few words.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಪ್ರತಿಭಾವಂತರು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೆರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಾಲಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೆರವೇರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ. ಮಾನವನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯ ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. ರಸಮುನಿಗಳು, ಪಾರಂಗತರು, ವಿದ್ಯಾವಂತರು, ಪ್ರಬುದ್ಧರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಅದನ್ನು ಪುರಾತನ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಆಚರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಸುಪುತ್ರಿಯವರು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಲ್ಫ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಆವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಯಿತು. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ತಂದೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲವು ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುನ್ನುಡಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಪುತ್ರ. ಇಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಒಂದು ಗೊಂದಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳೆಯ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಂಡಾರ ನಶಿಸಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಅವರುಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದೂ ಸಹ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಂಥ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯುವಂತೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ, ದೂರದರ್ಶನ, ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂಥ ಕಡೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿ ಅವರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು, ಅವರ ವೃಂದವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಇದು ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಸಮಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ನಂದನ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ನಾಟ್ಯದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರಿಣಿತ ಕಲೆಗಾರರು. ಅವರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅನೇಕ ಇದೆ. ತಂದೆಯಂತೆ ಮಗಳು ಸಹ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಉನ್ನತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಬರಹಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮರೆಯದೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಇರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರ ಬರಹಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಿಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಕಾಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರ ಸಮ್ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಿಜವಾಗಲೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಾರರು ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಅನೇಕ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪದವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ಪದವಿ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನಿಜವಾಗಲೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ. ಅದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಸ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಅಮರವಾಗಿರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಟುಂಬಸ್ಥರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗಣ್ಯರು, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೇಧಾವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. Again, it is a glory of Dr. S. Krishna Kumar sir, and Vijay is very pleased, sir. Now I request Mr. Sugosh Kumar to share few words. Mr. Sugosh Kumar is the son of Dr. S. Krishna Kumar. Give him a big round of applause.
Namaste, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. As everyone says, parents are the first teachers for anyone. My father certainly imparted his wisdom, knowledge, and some amount of the knowledge of Jyothisha to me. I am, if you want to call it, blessed to be his son. And also, I am immensely proud as well for his achievements. Jyothisha is a Vedanga, as you all know. Vedanga means it's a part of Veda. And what does it mean to learn Veda? You need to have the discipline, the righteous thought, and the service mindset, which my father lived by every single day until his last breath. I still recall him on just few days before his demise, when Nanjundaya uncle and Nagaraj Sharma uncle had come home, and they were talking about the Samsthan. He so fondly respected the entire stalwarts of this particular Samsthan. He got up, he spent a couple of hours doing Samsthan's work, and basically being there for everyone at any time, even at the time when he was unable to do so. Let's say that. I take an opportunity today to thank everyone here, from Raj Gopal uncle, Captain Vijay Kumar uncle, Nanjundaya uncle, and Nagaraj Sharma uncle, to putting all this together. I've seen them as a kid. I've grown up around them, so it makes me humbled today to be sharing this stage with them. At the same time, Jyothisha is a topic, a subject that I feel very personal and very deeply about. Why do I feel that way is not just associated to my father, but also the type of, the knowledge that it imparts to every one of you as well. So you would have felt this at any part of your journey learning Jyotisha. And BJS today is doing a fabulous job at that. I would take this opportunity to congratulate all of you at disseminating this wonderful subject to everyone and keeping, my father's legacy going through the students that he so fondly taught. Even when he was not feeling well, he used to take online classes. That shows his determination towards, imparting knowledge. He was a perfect guru. He was a very humble human being. At the same time, he was very selfless. Be it the maid at home or Siddharamaya's wife who came home, he used to never charge anyone a single paisa. The reason is he taught this as service to mankind. We all request you to think of this the same way. I hereby conclude my very short speech in the remembrance of my father, also relating to the book my sister and our family together are going to release in the legacy of our father today. And I hope you will all enjoy the knowledge that we have shared with you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sugosh Kumar. Indeed, it's a blessing to listen from everyone here today about our beloved Dr. S. Krishna Kumar. Now is the time to listen to our Guru, a man of intricate, detailed executor who is a philanthropist and a treasurer to this prestigious institution, a man with full of energy. Join your hands and welcome Dr. R. Nanjundaya to share the intricacy of astrology, that is, aspire with astrology. Give him a big round of applause.
Namaskara. Gurubhyo Namaha. Honorable Chairman, respected Chief Guest, Honorable Office Bearers, Trustees of BJS, faculties, participants, ladies and gentlemen. I feel proud to say a few words about, I wanted to say a few words about our Guru, Krishna Kumar, but people have already told many things. If I start saying that again, it will be a repetition and it will be boring. But I don't want to repeat that and bore you. It is my proud privilege that our Astrological Institute has been in operation since more than 30 years because of our stewardship of our late founder, president of our organization. So just I will give you a few words about astrology and its intricacies. Astrology is a divine science, no doubt. All of you have understood. That is why you have been studying this. Yes, it is originated from Vedas. It includes both astronomy and astrology. Astronomy relates to the study of celestial bodies, such as planets, stars, and their movements. Astrology deals with the influence of planets and stars on the mankind. An astrologer is also known as a Jyotishi, or Jyotirvid, or Daivagna. The name Daivagna has been also given to Sahadeva out of Pandavas. Astrology is the study of correlation between celestial bodies and celestial events. It is the science of relationship between man and cosmos. It is a science of human tendencies. It describes how man thinks. Of course, thinking of man will be different at different timings. And for every rhythm, it may change and behaves and reacts under the influence of planets and stars. You know the influence of planets because on the Purnima day, the sea rises above the normal level. That is the indication what we can understand the influence of planets on the living inhabitants on the earth. Every individual has to undergo good or bad periods. Nobody can have all through his life only good periods or bad periods. Experience comforts or misery, get reward or punishment, get happiness or sorrow according to the disposition of the planets in the individual horoscopes. Astrology deals with the affairs of human beings which are more complicated than those of material object. It is very difficult to assess the human behavior, emotions, temperaments, etc. So in comparison with the physical science, astrology has to explore much more difficult questions in quest of truth. Though the human body is made up of Panchabhutas, in biology, analyzed, still consists of mind, soul, intelligence, consciousness, etc., which are beyond biological analysis. It is concerned with the divine inspiration and is beyond the reach of physical world. Literally, Jyothisha means a science of Jyoti, light. It is the knowledge of light. It is derived from the Jyoti, which means the science of luminar bodies of the heaven. It is one of the 6 branches of Vedangas. It is also known as Chakshu of these Vedangas. That is Siksha, Kalpa, Chandas, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Jyotisha are the 6 Angas, out of which this Chakshu is very important. For the human activities also, this Chakshu is very important. Like that, this Jyotisha is very important in the out of all these Angas. It was discovered through the spiritual insight of intuition of our ancient sages and seers. It is not an arbitrary literature. It came into being out of the results of observations through the intuitive or yogic power or the sages of the sages. It pertains to extrasensory perceptions of the sages. The astrological principles and treatises are not arbitrary. They are rational as battled the modern rationalists. Moreover, these principles were experimented and determined. In Sanskrit, such divine power is known as Divya Drishti. The astrologers are known as Trikalagna, that is, those who know the past, present, and the future. It is regarded as the most ancient science of all the sciences. It is the key that unlocks the mysteries of universe and its creation. Of course, with this divine and yogic knowledge, our ancient rishis, the many rishis, that is Surya, Pitamaha, Vyasa, Vashishta, etc., have written number of treatises which form the basis of Hindu astronomy and astrology. After the Vedas, the sage Lagada wrote a treatise purely on astronomy known as Vedanga Jyotisha. Of course, this Vedanga Jyotisha dealt with the principles of astronomy that describes the rules or procedure for preparing the Panchanga. Panchanga is also very important that we use for our everyday, day-to-day activities also. It has been said that the Hindu king Vaivasvata was the first emperor who introduced the first calendar in the world. Of course, this Panchanga helps us for Sankalpa Mantra, which is being recited by us in each and every auspicious occasions and our day-to-day activities also. In the Vedic period, yagnas, yagas, and other rituals were performed after ascertaining the auspicious moments. That is what is called as Muhurta. The Vedic Hindus performed yagnas. For this purpose, they utilized the knowledge of astronomy in planning the yagna kunda and place, while the knowledge of astrology used for determining the particular moment, that is what is called muhurta, which is favorable for doing these activities. They knew the certain configuration of planets and stars exerted favorable influences and certain other configurations of planets and stars exerted unfavorable influences. Thus, the choice of favorable and unfavorable moments were done according to the principle of astrology and not those of astronomy. So, astrology was considered as most important since the Vedic times. The importance of Muhurta is brought out in Mahabharata in connection with the birth of sage Vedavyasa. This science is a sacred and proud, rich human heritage of India. It is one of the greatest sciences which human intellectual has produced. Hindus, of course, perform Shodasa karmas and other rituals for which suitable time, that is Muhurta, is selected based on the knowledge of astrology. Hindus' festivals and rituals were performed based on astrological norms. The celestial bodies radiate cosmic rays to the earth continuously. Sometimes these are favorable and at other times they are unfavorable, which depends on their position in the zodiac. The favorable time are utilized fruitfully and constructively for the progress of the individual or society. The unfavorable times are spent cautiously to avoid the evil events. Of course, some of the educated, modern, and so-called scientific-minded Hindus ridicule astrology as pseudoscience, irrational, myth, superstition, and fatalistic. Some of these people who criticize astrology, they even observe these festivals, perform rituals and other ceremonies and karmas as per the norms specified by the astrological principles. We can categorize these critics of astrology and reasons for which they criticize or entertain doubts about efficacy of astrology as follows. Those persons who have experienced failures of astrological predictions made to them by astrologers. Materialistics who do not believe in anything abstract other than the physical things. Then other category is rationalists who do believe that the astrology is a pseudoscience as it cannot be proved scientifically. I have already told you how it behaves, how the human being or human mind behaves. So that is why it cannot be physically tested. Atheists who do not believe in God or anything about the supreme power of supernatural being or extraordinary qualities of men. Those who want to draw the attention of public by some sensational stories and astrological failures. These are some of the categories. So there are many other categories of these people, but critics, but let me limit to that. Then, of course, these critics, what they do, it is astonishing that these critics who criticize the subject in open consult the astrologers secretly. They do follow certain remedial measures suggested by the astrologers. In spite of many criticisms, this science has survived from ancient time itself. That itself is the proof of the effectiveness of this science. Of course, there will be failure of this astrological predictions also. Why? On birth details of an individual is not accurate, or the horoscope is not prepared properly, or astrologer not proficient in subject. Of course, such inexperienced astrologers have given many predictions, have failed. Have also come across such people also, and there are some pseudo astrologers also. Simply they exploit the society or the human beings. Let me not mention those people here. The predictions will fail for not taking into consideration all the required factors. You know, in the 3 years course, you are studying about 27 subjects. What are the contents of this astrology? That you will be knowing. Without knowing all these things, they start giving prediction. That is why they fail. Because of various mistakes, the astrologers, the science of astrology should not be blamed. There are innumerable successful astrologers' predictions to justify this. Of course, Brihat Samhita says the predictions made by an astrologer who has mastered both astronomy and astrology as if it were spread before his eyes, inscribed in his intellect, and firmly implanted in his heart will never go wrong. That means one should be authority of this science. One should learn things better. And of course, Prashna Marga also says, person who has mastery over this divine science of astrology and mathematics, leading a religious life, remaining truthful and free from conceit, and being well versed in the Vedas, mantras, and tantras. For this, example is Sahadeva of Mahabharata. All the predictions made by such persons will come true and will never be false. Even in this era of skeptics, such astrology do live among us and they keep predicting the events with remarkable accuracy. Even in scientific adventures also there will be failures in almost all the fields, in spite of spending lot of money and having lot of infrastructure, experiments and developments. That just because failure in the astrology, we should not blame the astrological science. It may be due to other factors what I told. There are innumerable examples of accurate predictions for which there have been many awards. In fact, our EST, that is Express Star Teller, is awarding the persons every year for their accurate predictions. Many stalwarts of astrology have foretold various significant events through their write-ups in EST and other magazines. EST published their predictions and has awarded for their accurate predictions every year. To name a few of them, Dr. E.S. Neelakantan, Sri Indrajit, K.S. Narayanan, Maniyan, R.C. Thakur, Andrew Datta, etc., etc. There are many more people who have been awarded for their accurate predictions. Similarly, an astrologer does not make man fatalist or superstitious. Rather, it helps him to take necessary measures to avoid any unfavorable results or unfavorable events taking place in his life. It helps to improve his future by utilizing the favorable time constructively and profitably by taking necessary precautions in the right time. There is no other science which can indicate the future, whether it is good or bad, except through astrology. Just because there are some failures in prediction, which may be due to various reasons, we should not blame the science and say it is a pseudoscience. There cannot be 100% success in any of the field. Astrological predictions which have become successful starting from great epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata and other famous Puranas down to the present age. There are innumerable examples of successful predictions based on astrology. The only thing is that one should try to know these things without any bias. Then astrology can predict diseases in advance. Astrology is a very useful and path-leading science since Vedic era, but its use in the medical field is perhaps the most important one. It is not a fact that mystery of so many diseases, health troubles is still unrevealed even in much advanced modern medical science. Medical astrology is that branch of astrology dealing with health. Detection of diseases through horoscope is generally known as medical astrology. A doctor is capable of analyzing or predicting diseases by symptoms of patient as well as various investigations in his horoscope. An astrologist is able to predict about diseases of a patient just from analyzing the horoscope. If there is a chance of occurrence of cancer to a person, an astrologer can predict before a few years. He can overcome that disease by proper precautions. That is, prevention is better than cure. Of course, there are many reports which you might have come across that cancer has been cured by Vishnu Sahasranama. And one of the instances, the patient who was in ICU responded by reciting Vedas, Veda mantras. So that is the strength of this astrology or astrological mantras. In spite of course, then after analyzing these things, after discussing the essentials or the effectiveness of this astrology, Banaras Hindu University has adopted this astrological science study for the heart diseases. Also, there are reports that this science being successfully used treating the cancer patients with Vishnu Sahasranama. Also, there are instances that a patient who was in ICU without any response has responded for recitation of Vedas. All these points justify the use of remedial measures suggested in our ancient astrological treatise. Even in Ayurvedic medical treatment, astrological factors such as Dasha Bhukti is used and remedies are suggested for treatment of certain problems faced by the patient. Astrology is not deterministic. It gives the indication of troubles ahead so that one can take remedial measure to overcome or avoid the trouble or to meet them with courage and determination. Let us take advantage of this knowledge of astrology for our better life. Of course, Lagupararshari says, Phalani grahacharena suchayanti manishinaha ko vakta taratamyena tamakem vedasaham vina. Okay, with this I conclude my points about astrology. And planets impel and do not compel. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful input. Indeed, I recollect the words of KK sir. He used to say that astrology is not a predictive science, rather an inductive science. I think that has to be kept in mind when the sir, Ranjundaya sir, was addressing the inputs on astrology for every astrologer. And I too got many inputs. I was keeping on asking our faculty members that, sir, have you really cross-checked your prediction? Have you verified your prediction? They were all saying, It all depends upon when they come back to us, what is a relationship between them and you as an astrologer. Well, that makes a sense. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to introduce a personality whose life journey from an Ayurvedic doctor who is specialized in infertility joint disorder to a visionary leader as a Vice Chancellor of Karnataka Sanskrit University. Her impressive academic credentials include in post-graduation from Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Bangalore, and PhD in joint disorders from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health and Sciences. Her exemplary services was contributed as Deputy Registrar at RGUHS, Bangalore, as a Joint Director of Department of Ayush Government of Karnataka and Principal of Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Bangalore. She has guided more than 35 PG students in their dissertation and has published number of papers in leading journals. She was associated with many prestigious institutions and organizations, to name few, as a governing council member of National Institute of Ayurveda, member of BOS Kerala Health Sciences, associated with Swasya University of Yoga for Yoga, chairperson in RGUHS, that is Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Her contribution is immense for various institutes and organizations. You name it, she is in it. She had also contributed in sharing her knowledge and experience as a keynote speaker, not just in India, but also throughout the world. She is the recipient of various coveted awards like New Generation Vocational Excellence Award from Rotary Club, the Kempegowda Prashasti from BBMP, Women of the Year, Hoysala Award, Yugadi Puraskara 2014, Best Teacher Award from JSS Ayurvedic Medical College, Mysore 2021, and the number goes on and on. With her interest towards student welfare, they are learning and in making Ayurveda as a mainstream of treatment in primary healthcare, also to bring out the importance of Indian knowledge system to students. She has started many new and innovative programs for Sanskrit learning. Let's welcome the astonishing leader to address the audience. Give a big round of applause and welcome the chief guest of the day, Dr. Ahalya Sharma, to share few words.
वागर्ता विवसंपृक्तौ वागर्त प्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ नमः सभायै सभापतिभ्यश्च. It indeed is a matter of great honor to be here with you all, listening about the achievements of KKKK, as I would like to call him. He introduced him as KK, the kind and knowledgeable Krishna Kumarji. It indeed is a pleasure. And I'm also sad that I did not get to know about him some years back when I could have also probably had the blessing to be with him and learn from him. To all the dignitaries on the dais, the steering committee with the captain who was in Navy, naturally, who has not only steered the safety of our country, but also of the BJS, Captain Gopalji, Shri Rajgopalaya ji, Kshama Madam, then we have Dr. Nanjundaya sir, and Nagraj Sharma ji, family members of KK ji, and my very good friend Sai Lakshmi, and Gajendra sir from our own university. All the friends, dignitaries, and students who are going to be very proudly graduating today. To you all, it is an immense moment of joy of 3 years of hard work. Having heard that KK sir liked Kagga so much. I would like to probably say this Kagga in his honor. Not a man who craved for attention, probably, for all that I have heard. I would like to say this. ಅರಣ್ಯಕದ ಪುಷ್ಪಗಳ ಮೂಸುವವರಾರು ಯಾರಿಹರು ಪತಗದುಡುಪನು ಹುಡುಕಿ ಮೆಚ್ಚಲ್ ಬೇರೊಬ್ಬರೆಣಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ತನಗೆಂದೇ ಸ್ವಾರಸ್ಯವೆಸಗುವಳೋ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. It is not that you do something just because you want people to recognize, you want to be on the reels, you want the media to cover you. But probably he did it. And that's how it appears. I mean, a journey so much. And all of you talking about him with such reverence as your teacher. And he did it so selflessly. ಬೇರೊಬ್ಬರ ಎಣಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ತನಗೆಂದೇ ಸ್ವಾರಸ್ಯ. Why does the tree bloom? Not because I am going to appreciate it or because it's going to be captured and become the DP of somebody's phone. It's just its nature to give joy, and that is what Prakriti is all about. It becomes Vikriti when I do something looking out for recognition, wanting people to see. So that is the difference between a great man and an ordinary man. So we are here commemorating, and Kshama madam told me that 19th happens to be his birthday and that he passed away on the 16th of November last year. So it is 16th is his birthday and he passed away on the 19th of November. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Anyway, so here we are, and all of you here under the ambit of his knowledge. So it's a very nice thing. I would also probably, since he liked DVG so much, ವನಸುಮದೊಳೆನ್ನ ಜೀವನವು ವಿಕಸಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮನವನನುಗೊಳಿಸೋ ಗುರುವೇ ಹೇ ದೇವ, ಕಾನನದಿ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯು ಮೌನದಿಂ ಬಿರಿದು ನಿಜ ಸೌರಭವ ಸೂಸಿ ನಾಲವಿಂ, ತಾನೆಲೆಯ ಪಿಂತಿರ್ದು ದೀನತೆಯ ತೋರಿ ಅಭಿಮಾನವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದು ಕೃತಕೃತ್ಯತೆಯ ಪಡೆವಂತೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿದಂಥವ್ರನ್ನ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ, ತುಂಬ ಆನಂದ ಆಯಿತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಒಂಥರ ಗೋಕುಲಾಷ್ಟಮಿಗೂ ಇಮಾಮ್ ಸಾಹಿಬಿಗೂ ಇದ್ದ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನನಗೂ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೂ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನೀದರ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಾರ್ ಅ ಲರ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ. ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಸೇರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು. ಸುಶ್ರುತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಏಕಂ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಂ ಅಧೀಯಾನೋ ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾತ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ನಿಶ್ಚಯಂ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಬಹುಶ್ರುತಃ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಂ ವಿಜಾನೀಯಾತ್ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಕಃ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಕ ಕೇವಲ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಗಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ವೇದಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಛಂದಸ್ಸು ನಿರುಕ್ತ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಉಪವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡೂ ವೇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದಾದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೇಡದಿದ್ದರೂ ನನಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ, ಬಾದರಾಯಣ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಯಾರೂ ಅಲ್ಲೊಬ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ವೈದ್ಯರು ನಾವೇನು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಯನ್ನು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಡುವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಂಜುಂಡಯ್ಯ ಸರ್ ಅವರು, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ದೇರ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ. ಸರ್, ಎನಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್. ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಅವನ ಜಾತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತಿದ್ದರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಸ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಮೊದಲು ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ವ್ಯಾಧೇಹ ತತ್ವ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನಂ ವೇದನಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ನಿಗ್ರಹ. ವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಲ್ಲೆ, ವೇದನಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ನಿಗ್ರಹ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟಿವ್, ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ವೇದನೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ಬೋದು. ವ್ಯಾಧೇಹ ತತ್ವ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನಂ ವೇದನಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ನಿಗ್ರಹ. ಏತತ್ ವೈದ್ಯಸ್ಯ ವೈದ್ಯತ್ವಂ ನ ವೈದ್ಯಂ ಪ್ರಭುರಾಯುಷಃ. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನನ್ನ ವೈದ್ಯತ್ವ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮಿಗಿಲಾಗಿ ನ ವೈದ್ಯಂ ಪ್ರಭುರಾಯುಷಃ. ಅವರ ಜಾತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಫಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಆ ಫಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಇಫ್ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ವೇದಾಂತ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯ. ಅದು ಒಂದು, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಮನಿಯಮದಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಯಾವ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿತ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿತಂತೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇದರ ಕಠೋಪನಿಷತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ತರಹದ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣತೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮಗಿದು ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕಾಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ, ನಾನಿವತ್ತು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ ನನಗೊಂದು ಬೆಳಕು ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವ ಕಿಂಡಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. There is the science of astrology, but the art of prediction, the art of indication. So it is actually a combination of both. ನಾನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜಾತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? ಅದು ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಲ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶ ಈ ಎರಡರ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣರಾಗಿದ್ದರು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ 9 ಕಾರಣ ದ್ರವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು, ಪಂಚಮಹಾಭೂತಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಖಾದೀನ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಮನಃಕಾಲೋ ದಿಶಾಶ್ಚ ದ್ರವ್ಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ. ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ? 5 ಮಹಾಭೂತ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿದೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಆತ್ಮ ಇದ್ರೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಥ್ರೂ ಮನಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಮನಸ್ಕ ಆತ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಬದುಕಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆತ್ಮ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಆತ್ಮದ ಸಾಧನವಾದ ಮನಸ್ಸು ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಖಾದೀನ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಮನಃ ಕಾಲೋ ದಿಶಾಶ್ಚ ದ್ರವ್ಯ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ ಮತ್ತು ದಿಕ್, ದೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟು. ಯಾಕೆ ದೇಶ ಕಾಲಗಳು ಬಂತು? ಸಾಯಿಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಅಹಲ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದೆ ಬರಬೇಕಮ್ಮ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಯಾವತ್ತು? ಕಾಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನು ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಭಾನುವಾರ ಇರೋ ಒಂದಿನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ದೇಶ ಕಾಲಗಳ ಪರಿಮಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಗುರುತ್ವದ ಪರಿಮಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾವು ಬದುಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಅವರು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದರು, ದೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಲವನ್ನು. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಸ್ ಓಕೆ? ಯಾ. ಸೊ ದೇಶ ಕಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ದೇಶ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾನಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಎರಡರ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಕಾಲ ಅಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಲೋಹಿ ನಾಮ ಭಗವನ್ ಸ್ವಯಂಭುರ ಅನಾದಿ ಮಧ್ಯ ನಿಧನೋ ಅತ್ರ ರಸ ವ್ಯಾಪತ್ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ ಜೀವಿತ ಮರಣೇಚ ಮನುಷ್ಯಾಣಾಂ ಆದತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಮನನ್ನು ಕಾಲನಿಗೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ ಟು ಮೀ? The time the zygote is formed to the time the body and the atma goes out of the body, that is my kala. ನನಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಹುಟ್ಟೋ ಮಗುಗೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. What is today present, tomorrow to somebody, tomorrow it is the past. It is just a relative one. ಆ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಒನ್ನನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಥ ಮಹರ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ನಮನ ಕೊಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದರು. ದೇಶ ಅಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೀಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಭೂಮಿ ದೇಶ, ಆತುರ ದೇಶ. ಆತುರ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಗಿ. ಭೂಮಿ ದೇಶ, ಈಗ ಗೋಧಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಮಾರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಧಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಯಸ್ಯ ದೇಶೇ ಯೋ ಜಾತಾಹ, ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಒಂದು DNA ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾನು ತಿಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ರೋಗ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ನನಗೆ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು, ನನಗೆ ADHD ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಹೌದು. ಆ ಪೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫೇ ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಉತ್ವಾನ್ ದ್ವಾದಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಉತ್ವಾನ್ ದ್ವಾದಸಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಬರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷಾಯ ರಸ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಳಸಲ್ಲ. ಉತ್ವಾನ್ ದ್ವಾದಸಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಜನವರಿ 14 ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣದ ತನಕ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕಳಿತೀವಿ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಪಡಿತೀವಿ, that has the greatest amount of nutrients. And in fact, idelladaku whatever I am talking, I can give you published papers which say, well, amalaki collected from 4 quarters of India before and after, we have the results. And January inda enagutte, it becomes adana kala. ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಾನ ಕಾಲ. ಬಲಂ ಮದದಾತಿ ಇತಿ ಆದಾನಂ. ಯಾವುದು ಬಲವನ್ನು ಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಜನವರಿಯಿಂದ ಜೂನ್ ತನಕ, ನಾನು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋದು ವಿಸರ್ಗ ಕಾಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಸಾಯನ ಬೇಡ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಸಾಯನ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಆಮಲಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ ಆಮಲಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. We preserved this through our customs and traditions, not as jargons in medicine. That is the beauty. There are some stories and lot of science behind those stories. In fact, ಭೂಮಿ ದೇಶ, ಆತುರ ದೇಶ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಭೂಮಿ ದೇಶ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ, ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾನಮಿ. ಆತುರ ದೇಶ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯೋ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಚಲನವಲನಗಳು ನನ್ನ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ, ಎರಡನೇ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎಮ್ ಐ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು? ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್ ಅ ವರ್ಡ್, ಕಾಸ್ಮಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪುರುಷ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಯತ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡೆ ತತ್ ಪಿಂಡಾಂಡೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ನಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಋಷಿಮುನಿಗಳು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ದರ್ಶನ, ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಯದಭ್ಯುದಾಯಿಕಂ ಚೈವ ನೈಶ್ರೇಯಸಿಕಮೇವ ಚ ಸುಖ ಸಾಧಯಿತು ಮಾರ್ಗಂ ದೃಶ್ಯತೆ ತದ್ಹಿ ದರ್ಶನಂ. ಯಾವುದು ನಮಗೆ ನೈಶ್ರೇಯಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದು ನಮಗೆ ಅಭ್ಯುದಯದ ಪಾತನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ದರ್ಶನ. ಅಂಥ ದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಕೇವಲ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದಿದ್ದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆ ಇದೆ, ಹೇಳೋ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಇದೆ, ಹೇಳೋ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಸಾಧನೆ ಇದೆ, ಅವರ ವಾಕ್ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ 28 ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಸಾಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು, ಹಾಗೆ ಹದ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ತಿಳಿದವರು, ನಾನು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳುವಂಥವಳಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಈ ಭೃಗು ಸಂಹಿತೆಯಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗಿ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಭೃಗುವಿನ ನಂತರ ಗಾರ್ಗ್ಯ ಇರಬೇಕು, ತದನಂತರ ಬರೋದು ಆರ್ಯಭಟ. ಆರ್ಯಭಟ ಕೇರಳದವನು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ. ಕೇರಳದಿಂದ ಹಿ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ನಳಂದ. ಅದು ಅಂಥ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಸುಡಕ್ಕೆ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಂಥ ಮಹಾತ್ಮರು. ಎನಿವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಖಗೋಲ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಖ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಶ್ವ, ಆಕಾಶ, ಗೋಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಿ ನ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಫೆರಿಕಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್, ಯದೃಚ್ಛ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಕತಾಳೀಯ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಸೊ ದೇ ನ್ಯೂ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನೆಟು, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇದು. ನಾನು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ರಾಜವೇದಮ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಚಂದ್ರನ ಪಾತ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ 27 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ 27 ಹೆಂಡ್ತಿರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ಆಲ್ಬೆಡರಾನ್, ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಆಲ್ಬೆಡರಾನ್ದು ಅವನದು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟು ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ ಅವೇ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ತುಂಬ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಅವಳು ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಅತಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೌ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್. ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸಂಜನಾ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ಲು ಅಂದರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. ದ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ 1815 ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಫಿಯರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಹವಾಯ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೈನಾ ಅಂತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ಸೋ ಲೋ ಬಿಲೋ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸೋ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೀ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ರಾಜವೇದಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, 7200 BCಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಹೈ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಪುರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, ಬಹುಶಃ ಮಾರ್ಕಾಂಡೇಯ ಪುರಾಣದಲ್ಲೋ, ಪುರಾಣ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಪುರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಇವರು ಅವ್ರ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 7176 BCಗೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಲುಕ್ ಇಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ದಿನವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ 6 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ, 2.5 ನಿಮಿಷ, 365 ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು? ಹೌ ಡಿಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ 30 days ಆಫ್ ಅಧಿಕ ಮಾಸ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ 3 years? ಹೌ ಡಿಡ್ ವಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೂನಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ. ಯವನ ಋಷಿ ಅಂತ ಪೈಥಾಗರಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನಾನು ಐ ಸೀಮ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗೂಗಲ್ಡ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೀನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಹೀಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯ ವಿಷಯ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಪಾದಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಆದರೆ ಮೂಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ರಿವೈವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ IIT, ಎವ್ರಿ IIM, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ there are centers in every college. And I'm glad to share with you all that Karnataka Sanskrit University has designed a course on Indian knowledge systems, and we have already offered it to 3,000 students, and the next set of 3,000 is almost ready. We start the course from January. So ಈ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯಾರೇಟಿವ್. ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಕುತುಬ್ ಮಿನಾರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಟ್ರಿ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಯಭಟ ಬಿಲ್ಟ್. ಇಷ್ಟು 1000 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಕ್ ಹಿಡಿದೇ ಇರೋ ಥರದ್ದು. ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಸ್ಮಗಳು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ವಾರಿ ಥರ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅದು ನೀರು ಮೇಲೆ ತೇಲ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮುಳುಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಮುಳುಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ. ಅವನೇನು ನ್ಯಾನೋ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅನ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಕಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಓವರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ floats, it is good bhasma. You have done it properly. Whether it is chemically pure or not, it is biologically absolutely pure. You will not have any problems. When it is not made correctly, like an incorrect prediction of astrology, like an incorrect diagnosis of any other doctor, like everybody, or an incorrect planning of an engineer or of that of a lawyer, ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಮನುಷ್ಯರು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ us not brand or blame anybody. ಆ ತರಹ ಆದಾಗ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್. ವಾರಿ ಥರ ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದರು. ರೇಖಾಪೂರ್ಣ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗಳಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರೇಖಾ ಆಧಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ರೇಖೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿದರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿರಬೇಕು, ನ್ಯಾನೋ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಇದೇ ಪುಣ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಕಣಾದ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ವೈಶೇಷಿಕ ಸೂತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಜಾಲಾಂತರಗತೆ ಬಾನೋಹ ಯತ್ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಂ ದೃಶ್ಯತೆ ತಮಃ ತಸ್ಯ 30 ಭಾಗಃ ಪರಮಾಣು ರುಚ್ಯತೆ ಬುಧೈಹಿ. ಹಿ ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪರಮ ಅಣು. ಯು ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ವಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಲೆಪ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಯಾನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಗುರುತ್ವಾಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಇಸ್ ಸೊ ಇದು ವಿ ಅಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಮ್. ಆದ್ಯ ಪತನ ಅಸಮವಾಯಿ ಕಾರಣಂ ಗುರುತ್ವಂ, ಮೊದಲು ಬಿದ್ದದ ಕಾರಣ ಅದು ಗುರುತ್ವ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ಯಾನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜೊಳ್ಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಾಲಘಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸರಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಲೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ a culture of knowledge that our children, our future generations can be very proud of, to own it up and say, I am a Bharatiya. That is the need for the day as I look at it. Having said this, it is my duty to also talk about a few things that Gajendra ji spoke about. It's not possible as of now for a university to start a degree college. If one of you can come up with a degree college, we can give you affiliation for that. We cannot start the college. We have started initiating textbooks through them. And a textbook, when published from a university, must have the right references. I cannot say this, and where is the authenticity? I need to give the reference. I need to say, from this I get this, therefore you can accept. ನಾನು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್, ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಡಬಲ್. So I request all of you to please plan towards publishing authentic textbooks which we will publish. That I can assure. We will definitely. And any of you, if you want to start this as a college, you have the facility somewhere, we can give affiliation to that. But the university to start it is not possible, mainly because I need post sanction, I need the FD concurrence. We run around so much, the issues that come through us. But if you start, and we need to affiliate, and then it definitely would be possible to do it. But anyway, I'm happy to share that we run the certificate diploma and the advanced diploma courses, and many of them have been able to graduate from there and probably do a good livelihood also through that. So whatever we do, I would like to end my talk with the Upanishadic verse which Swami Vivekananda often quoted, Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya cha. Whatever I do, a part of it rubs off on me. So let's be selfless to that extent, and also make sure that it makes sense to the universe at large. With these words, I'd like to thank you all, and thank Sai Lakshmi ji and Nagaraj sir for having taken the time to come, and I told him not to really take the trouble. So for having come, and very graciously for ma'am for having suggested, and all of you for a very patient hearing. So thank you very, very much to all of you. Kalyani veena ramaniya pane samskarade palaya sharade maam ವಿಶ್ವೇ ತವ ಸ್ನೇಹಮವಾಪ್ಯ ಧೀರೈಃ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಾಲಿತೋ ಜ್ಞಾನಮಯಃ ಪ್ರದೀಪಃ. ಜಯತು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಂ, ಜಯತು ಭಾರತಂ.
Thank you, madam. I have no words to say, praise anything to madam. 2 days before, when Madam Sai Lakshmi said, she's very simple, she was very kind enough, and she did not wanted to come ahead or speak about, she was not aware about astrology, but today, her speech, it might be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, she opened the Pandora of her knowledge. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much, madam. It was indeed gleaming to see, listen your words. Your words were very inspiring. Thank you so much once again. Now is the time to invite our BJS current leader, Shri Rajagopalaya, the president of BJS, who has a lineage of astrology in his family. He had served in BBMP for more than 3 decades. He enhanced his expertise in astrology alongside his career by delivering many lectures, conducting workshops and presented papers, and also wrote many books on astrology, Vastu, as well as palmistry to the benefit of the aspirants. He has been teaching astrology for the past 25 years. He is also a recipient of coveted awards and titles. Kindly join your hands and welcome Shri Rajagopalaya, the president of BJS, to address the audience.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಹಲ್ಯ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಟ್ರೆಷರರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿರಿಯರೇ, ನನ್ನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ 2-3 ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ವಿಷಯ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದೇನೆಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ವೇದಿಕ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಡೇ 16th ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಂದನ ಅವರು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕಾರ್ತೀಕ ಶುಕ್ಲ ಮೃಗಶಿರ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅವತ್ತು ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಜನ್ಮದಿನ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವತ್ತೇನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಿರೇ ಡೇಟ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಹಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮೃಗಶಿರ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಅದೇನೆಂದರೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮೃಗಶಿರ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಜನ್ಮದಿನವನ್ನು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಎರಡನೇ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂದರೆ 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, ಅದು ಜನ್ಮದಿನಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಲು ಅವತ್ತೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲೂ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ರಿವೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಬೇಕಾದ ದಿವಸ ಹಾಲು ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಕೆಲವು ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜನ್ಮದಿವಸದಿಂದೇ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿ ಅವ್ರ ವಿಷಯ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಹೊಗಳೋದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರಿ ತೆಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಏನೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಿಂಚಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ಅಹಲ್ಯ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರು. ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವೈದ್ಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅವರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ ಈ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ ಮತ್ತು ವೈದ್ಯ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ನಾವು ಕಂಡಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯರೆಲ್ಲ ವೈದ್ಯರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು, ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷರು ಆಗಿದ್ದರು, ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಪಂಡಿತರು ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಿಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು. ಈಗ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ ಮತ್ತು ಖಗೋಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವೂ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ, ರೆನಾಯಿಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ, ಇದು ಖಗೋಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಖಗೋಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ನೆರವಿಲ್ಲದಿರ, ಅದರ ಸಹಾಯ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ ನಾವು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಪೂರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ರಾಹಮಿಹಿರಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ವ್ಯಾಸರಾಗಲಿ, 18 ಋಷಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರವಾಗೇ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡನೇದೇನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಕೊನೆಯ ವರ್ಷದ ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಧ್ಯದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರವೇಶದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅನೇಕ ಹೋರಾ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞ ಪಂಚಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಕೋವಿದ ಊಹಾ ಅಪೋಹಪಟು ಸಿದ್ಧಮಂತ್ರೋ ಜಾನಾತಿ ಜಾತಕಂ. ಇದು ವರಾಹಮಿಹಿರ ಶ್ಲೋಕ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮನನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಅನೇಕ ಹೋರಾ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞರು ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಷ್ಟೇ. ನೀವು ಸಿದ್ಧಮಂತ್ರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಊಹಾ ಅಪೋಹಪಟುಗಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರ ಹತ್ರ, ಹಿರಿಯರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗಷ್ಟೇ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡೀಡ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ವರಾಹಮಿಹಿರನ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ? ಅನೇಕ ಹೋರಾ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞ. ತತ್ವ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅನೇಕ ಹೋರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ತತ್ವಜ್ಞ ಅದು ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮತ್ತು ಊಹಾಪೋಹಪಟು, ಊಹೆನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಪೋಹ ಅದು. ಊಹಾಪೋಹಪಟು ಸಿದ್ಧಮಂತ್ರ ಎ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್, ನೆಸಸರಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್, ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್. ಸಿದ್ಧಮಂತ್ರ ಜಾನಾತಿ ಜಾತಕಂ. ಇವನಿಗೆ ಜಾತಕ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವನ ಜಾತಕ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಈಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಈ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತೊಗೋಬೋದು. ಹಿರಿಯವರು ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋರು, ಪ್ರವೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರೋರು, ಪ್ರಾಜ್ಞದಲ್ಲಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಯಿಂದ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನು. ಇದು ವೇದವಿದ್ಯಾ, ಇದು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ವೇದವಿದ್ಯಾ. ಇದು ವೇದದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಭಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಬೇಕು. ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಇವತ್ತು ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಉಳ್ಳವರಾಗೋಣ, ಗೌರವಯುತವಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಇದ್ದರೆ ತಾವು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. Today we had a surprise element. But that surprise element was already released by our Madam Nandana Krishna Kumar. Welcome back again to the West Vedic Astrological Day 2024 and a Convocation Day. Today's event is indeed a tribute to the beloved former president of BJS, late Dr. S. Krishna Kumar. His words were the lamppost. Indeed, it is a lamppost for all of us. Now is an iconic moment to carry forward his knowledge for further generation. Late Dr. S. Krishna Kumar had a voice recorded his teachings on nuances of Prashna. It was stored in CD in voice format. In order to get the benefit of his teachings to every aspiring astrologer, this has been converted from CD to a physical book. Indomitable effort has exerted in converting from CD to book by his daughter, Dr. Nandana Krishna Kumar, and his son, Mr. Sugosh Kumar. We request Madam Kshama Devi, the wife of Dr. S. Krishna Kumar, to unveil the book. I also request all the dignitaries to associate with it. Kindly, the name of the book is Efficacy of Prashna Shastra in astrology. Mr. Sugosh Kumar and Madam Nandana Krishna Kumar, please be on stage. Kindly associate here. This book, a small correction, this book is a compilation of Krishna Kumar's lectures. So it's not just limited to astrology, it's a compilation of all his lectures. Give a big round of applause to this unveiling.
The book name is Efficacy of Prashna Shastra in Astrology. ಇದು 1990 ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ಝೀನ್ಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟರಿ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಬರೆದಿದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ಝೀನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಅದನ್ನು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ class recordings which was passed on from the students to us, as well as the notes. Mr. Kashinath illidre, it would be nice. If he is not there, he is one of the person who has actually sent the handwritten notes when Appa has taken classes. So idanna notes na itkondo, class recordings na itkondo, iವರು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ಝೀನಿಗೆ ಬರೆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್ ಟುಡೇ ಕಂಪೈಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾದರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ as of now it is 58 pages. I am pretty sure that more number of students who have attended his classes will pass on his notes. We will further study on to it and try to revive it more and add on the pages to this. Thank you so much. Today this book is available on sale for almost, this is priced 135. Appa always believed that students should get discounts. So till today we always give a discount on whatever books students purchase. So today it is available for 100 rupees. You can pick it up from me and my brother. Probably after this function, that is lunchtime, you can come and pick it up from us. And give us the review also, give us the feedback, because you all are astrology students. We have been imparted knowledge from our father, but still it is good to have a view from all the students who can give more number of inputs to this particular book, so we can enhance it and then release it again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for detailed information. Yeah.
So with all due respect, Rajgopalaya uncle, November 16th is just a date of our father's birthday. There is International Astrology Day, which is celebrated worldwide on 21st of March. That is 21st. It is having a date. So we are not looking for a hall. We are not looking for any space to be celebrated the International Vedic Astrology Day on November 16th. If it is just instilled in everyone's mind for the KK sir, we are doing International Vedic Astrology Day on November 16th. That itself is enough, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Karnataka Sanskrit University has a small auditorium. We have our large campus on 100 acres coming up at Kunigal. In Chamrajpet we have, and you can use that hall in case you want to celebrate it on that day, on a Sunday when it is free.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this kind offer. Thanks a lot. It means a lot for us. Thank you.
This shows that when intentions are right, the showering of blessings will keep on pouring on us. And that is what instantaneously ma'am offered the place for the celebration. Thank you, madam. Now is the most awaited segment of this moment. We request our chief guest, Dr. Ahalya Sharma, and all the dignitaries to honor our students who have accomplished their milestone of learning in BJS for Acharya students. Dear fellow students of Pragna and Pravesha, we request you all to wait in patience. Every graduate will be awarded on behalf of BJS. It is a profound respect and admiration that we extend a heartfelt gratitude. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Here are the list of the students. Anasuya M. Govekar. Nayanatara Raja Sailesh. Srinath K.S. Give a big round of applause. Thank you. Shrikant. Jeshwari V. Acharya students from Mysore branch. Arun Kumar V. Chandrasekhara Murthy K.S. Mallikarjunaya S.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ಮು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಅವರು ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಕೆಲವು ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲಂಚ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾರೂ ಸಹ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಡಮ್ಮು ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸನ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೂ ಆತಂಕ ಪಡೋ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಲಂಚ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕೋಆಪ್ರೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ.
Respect. On behalf of BJS and it is a profound respect and admiration that we extend our heartfelt gratitudes to our dignitaries. Respected Madam and Sir, your insights and wisdom was undoubtedly enrich this gathering and inspire us for the greatness. As a token of appreciation, we have prepared a small gesture of recognition to Madam Ahalya Sharma and to Mr. Gajendra. Please be on the stage, sir. Please, sir. I request President Rajgopalaya and dignitaries to kindly do the needful. And ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸಾಯಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. We have few Acharya students whose certification has been pending. So we don't want to miss it out. So give a big round of applause to our Acharya student who completed successfully. Vadiraj Nalluru. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the second half of the session. Today we have an added element to enrich our knowledge on Prashna. Here we have a multifaceted individual who seamlessly blends technology and spirituality. With 2 decades of experience, he is a seasoned software program manager by profession and intricate, detailed astrologer by passion. He holds a bachelor in technology from Calicut University and a master's from Birla Institute of Technology and Sciences, Pilani. He is serving in an esteemed organization, General Electrics, as a leading position. His quest towards astrology started in 2011 alongside with his father. His dedication led him to pursue astrology formally from various reputed institutions like Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthana, Karnataka Sanskrit University. He has done his diploma in Jyothisha and Vastu from Karnataka Sanskrit University, MA in astrology from Annamalai University. He is a doctorate from Vedavyas University. His expertise extends to Kerala Vastu and Prashna. As a lecturer at Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthana for the past 5 years, he continued to share his knowledge and inspire others. Indeed, he is highly regarded and cherished by his students, including me. He is a unique blend of technology and spirituality. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sumesh Shenoy as he shares his insights and expertise with us today. Give a big round of applause. Thank you.
Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Nama, Sarvebhyo Gurubhyo Nama. So with blessings of all gurus, acharyas, devatas and pitrus, I am very happy and privileged to present on the importance of Prashna Arudha, specifically on Prashna Arudha. Yes, we all deal with Lagna, we all deal with Hora, Jataka, but a little we hear about Prashna Arudha. So we now start or go a bit deep dive. We won't be able to do that much. I have 15 minutes of time. So we'll try our max to look into what is Prashna Arudha, how it can be applied, as well as we will go through some aspects of Pancha Sutras, which have been described and it has prime importance in Prashna Marga. So my focus classics will be on Prashna Marga. Prashna, Anusthana Paddhati. So these are two of my classics and some aspects of Krishniyam as well. Okay, so for starting with Prashna, we know where it falls. Within the whole ambit of astrology, we know where Prashna falls. These are the Shadangas. For sure, as part of my astronomy classes, those who are part of those classes have already seen these slides, right? This is our whole group of, if you want to learn astrology, then definitely these Shadangas are the focus points, or it's like a checklist. What are those? We know Ganita, Gola, Jataka, Nimitta, Prashna and Muhurta. And focus for today is what? We are focusing on Prashna. So I'm happy that today, being the day in which the efficacy of Prashna is being released, the same day I get a chance to speak a bit about what this Shastra is all about. So what does Prashna stand for? Now, we all look into Jataka, the personal or natal horoscopy which we call for, right? In natal horoscopy, we know we are giving importance to birthday, time and place. Accordingly, we bring the birth chart, start predicting, and all of us know, based on karma theory, that this is all based on your previous karmas. Whatever you have done in your past lives. That's how you bring up your birth chart, because the event here is your day of birth, with the time and the place. Now, when we move into Prashna, what is it? Prashna is simple. The word itself tells that it is a question. All of us will have some or the other questions in mind. Right? The need or the reason why we go to an astrologer is to get solutions or answers to our questions. Definitely, the astrologer can first take Jataka. Wonderful. He can put the Jataka, he can see the planetary positions, get an understanding of what the positions are, your dasha, your transits, and at a high level, will be able to see what the exact issue is and what's the time period of resolution, and can also suggest what to be done. But there are some aspects where you need an element of objectivity, point one. So there needs to be an element of objectivity to your answers. And that can be easily obtained by use of Prashna. So where your time of birth was important, your place of birth, your date of birth was important in your natal horoscopy, Prashna takes the concept of the time in which a particular question arises in you and you share it with the astrologer, or we here call it as Devatnya. So basically, a Prichaka is nothing but a questioner, a Prichaka or a Duta. So there are occasions where the Prichaka himself cannot come to an astrologer, right? For example, if he is hospitalized, or if he is not in the particular place, he is not in the country, he has to send a Duta to meet the Devatnya. So these are the three major people or the roles who are there as part of your Prashna. Devatnya, Prichaka and Duta. The rules which you apply, whether a Prichaka goes or a Duta goes, there is a difference of rules which you apply when you give the results. But basically, let's take the basic normal. A Prichaka goes to a Devatnya, a querist goes to an astrologer, and then starts asking for. The time in which that particular question has arisen in the mind and he is communicating it to Devatnya, that holds a prime importance. That is given an importance as much as your time of birth. Because that Prashna in which it has been communicated to the astrologer, based on that time, based on that place, that day, you have a chart based on which again you will be able to tell, you can give answers objectively. Why objectively? Till now in Jataka we are dealing with your past life karma, and that until your death, from birth till death, it holds good, there is no change. What changes is only the transits accordingly which you look into. Right? Now when it comes to Prashna, most of us I believe we are at least 40 plus. I am 40, so I consider the rest all are 40 plus here. So with that, till 40 years of our lives till now, we have done a lot of karmas. That karmas could be positive, negative. Your Jataka, you are not able to find that because Jataka is a chart which you have already set at your time of birth. What to do? What is the difference? You must have done some good deeds in the present karma. How do you really get it? That is one way to get it, is through using Prashna. So Prashna helps in really understanding what you need to do, and generally a Prashna span is for an year max. Within an year you can say. So 1 year is the max, or within an year, depending on the planetary positions which you get. So within that year you will be able to understand objectively. Now some people have a question, should I move into this company or that company? These are some of the objective answers which you need to get. And while putting a Prashna, this becomes more obvious. With the help of Prashna Rudha and Udaya Lagna. What these are, we will see. So, your time, if you see the last part of my slide, your prime importance is to the time, the kala in which you are asking this Prashna to the astrologer, to the Devatnya. Now, where do we apply? Where do we apply Prashna? Predominantly, any specific aspect of life, though you get the same from Jataka as well, Prashna gives you more clarity. So generally, some traditional astrologers, they use both Jataka and Prashna together to finally come to a result of what needs to be done. What are the good times, what are the bad times, right? Though Jataka can tell you at a time frame, between a time frame. See, your Mahadasha itself, if you take Shukra Mahadasha 20 years, runs for 20 years. You take an Antardasha within that Mahadasha, it will be running again for few years. But will my marriage happen soon? To answer such questions, yes, you have other. You can even go to Pratyantar Dasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, along with transits. But putting a Prashna will also really help, because it gives you a result within a span of 1 year. And there are different techniques by which you can put all such Prashna. Vivaha Prashna is a subject on its own. Vivaha Prashna, Mukha Prashna, Santana Prashna, Vastu Prashna. Multiple such areas exist on its own, which will help us go through the Prashna chart and reveal what is there for the questioner. Now, I hope I am audible good enough, right? Now, one point for this particular aspect is, it is highly intuitive. Though we say that, okay, good understanding of Jataka will also help in Prashna, but ideally you also need a part of intuition and spirituality associated with this. Because normally when you go for a Prashna Karma, it needs high level of spirituality or intuition involved in your predictions. Why? So I think Nanjundaya sir and Rajagopalaya sir have already spoken about the qualities of an astrologer. Now Prashna Marga also says one more aspect. Every day, when an astrologer wakes up, after his morning course, what he has to do is next take bath and then pray his Ishta Devata. After praying his Ishta Devata, Sandhya Vandana, after performing all his rituals, open the Panchanga. So on a daily basis, this is the basic rule of an astrologer. Open the Panchanga, see the positions of the planets, and wait in a satisfactory position. The word used is Swastha Chitta, which means you have to be peaceful and calm in your mind. If you don't have that peaceful or calmness in your mind, you will not be able to give a proper result to a querist who comes in. So with that mind, being a Swastha Chitta, then you look for, okay, who is coming in. So here, there's a lot of intuition involved. Now, what all can happen in Prashna? Multiple. So we have seen about the 6 Angas, Shadangas of astrology. All these Angas would also culminate into Prashna. The rules of Jataka, Varahamira clearly says that the rules of Jataka, whatever you have as part of Varahamira's Hora Shastram, applies in itself completely to Prashna as well, along with certain additional rules which is there for Prashna alone. Now, many of us in our first semester have learned about Prishtodaya Rashi, Shirshodaya Rashi, Ubhayodaya Rashi. How many of you have used it till now? Has anybody? Prashna clearly has shlokas where you have to use that. If you go for Vastu Prashna, okay, if you go for Vastu Prashna, generally whether the land is good for me or not. When you put a Vastu Prashna, if your Aruda happens to be a Prishtodaya Rashi, along with in Kendras if there are malefics, then the sutras of that land are not good or impacted. What the sutras of that land is a Vastu thing. So I think we don't have to discuss it here. But in short, that land may not be suitable for you. There are multiple such aspects which you have learned as basics of astrology, the karakatwas of Rashis, Grahas, which you might have not have used, but you use extensively in Prashna. So that understanding and knowledge of whatever you have learned till now is very important. Another aspect is about Urdhva Mukha. Well, many of us have learned nakshatras being Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha and Trayan Mukha. Now Rashis are also classified as Urdhva Mukha, Trayan Mukha, Adho Mukha. Hope all of us know that, right? So any Rashi where a sun stands, wherever Surya stands, that's a Adho Mukha Rashi. One Rashi behind and Kendras to that becomes Urdhva Mukha. One Rashi next to where sun stands and its Kendras, that becomes Trayan Mukha. Wherever sun stands and its Kendras become Adho Mukha Rashis. Urdhva Mukha Rashis, whenever you get as a Prashna Arudha, they are really good. They say that whatever you have wished for will happen. Again, you have to look into the other planetary positions as well. This is the importance of Prashna and the need for intuition, especially when giving Prashna results. Now, can anyone use Prashna? Suppose you want to test an astrologer. I want to test. Wonderful. The Prashna Marga clearly says, if somebody comes without a reason, they don't believe, or they are asking a question only to test the astrologer is not bound to give an answer. Like how you have rules for what an astrologer has to do, the querist also has some responsibilities as per Prashna Marga. So he has to find a good muhurta to visit the astrologer based on Titivara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karna, we all know. And Navadoshas which are explained in muhurtas. Based on that, he has to choose a good date and visit the astrologer with all respect the way you do as per Shastras. Tambula, you have fruits. Then on a humble manner, you need to ask a Prashna to astrologer based on which he will be able to give a clear answer. An astrologer who follows all the we spoke about Varahamiraji's explanation of what an astrologer duties are. If he is able to, then he should be able to answer these questions correctly. For that, you need to be a dutiful astrologer. That's all. Now, the second part to it. If an astrologer, or rather a querist, is not asking it obviously, right? But he wants to know an answer, but he is not able to ask due to some reasons. Still, Vasishtha Acharya says that you can give the result based on Prashna Arudha. And this is where Prashna Marga first starts about speaking about Arudha. What is an Arudha? Now, when okay. So, Prashna Arudha is nothing but it's simple. You can also, all of us know Lagna, right? So, for Prashna, you additionally use one more such point in space, which is called Arudha. Now, this is not equivalent to the Jaimini Arudha. This is a different system. So, all of you have, in Acharya, you have the subject on Prashna, where you'll get to know deeper about how to understand an Arudha, how to put Arudha and all that. Arudha multiple ways. So, in simple, Arudha is nothing but an elevated portion. Why it is elevated? Elevated because your questioner comes and stands on that particular Rashi. Just like how we say a particular Rashi becomes your Lagna, similarly, when he asks the question, he is coming to and standing in a particular Rashi. Now you will think, okay, why? How is that possible? What is he standing on? Which Rashi? Where it is? Now, in olden days, Prashna, especially in the Kerala system, right? Prashna was done on open grounds. So wherever the astrologer used to sit, the chakra around him, the Kala chakra used to be around. That is, he calls as a Stira chakra. In Stira chakra, it is simple. You have all your 12 Rashis. Your northeast becomes a Meena Rashi. From there, you can go clockwise, count the directions. So Mesha and Rishabha becomes east. Mithuna becomes southeast. So similarly, Kanya Rashi becomes your southwest. Northwest is your Dhanus Rashi. Now I hope you can map the rest. When this is what is front of the astrologer, when a querist comes from any direction, he will be from the mind of, so this is all from based on the what astrologer looks into, his intuition. The querist comes and then he stands in a particular Rashi. That is what you call as Aruda Rashi. Suppose he stands in Makara Rashi, that query is being used where the Aruda is Makara. Whatever be the Lagna, whatever be the Udaya Lagna. Udaya Lagna means what? The Lagna at the time when he is asking. The normal way of putting Lagna, we can find the Udaya Lagna. Whatever be the Lagna, where the querist stands becomes the Aruda Rashi. The word itself is like elevated. Why it is elevated? Because the questioner comes and stands in that particular Rashi. That particular Rashi gives the avastha of the querist. What is avastha? His situation. So just by looking at the Aruda, a learned astrologer can also understand what kind of problems he might be going through. Point 1, Mukha Prashna. Additionally, what has happened to him? See, unless you understand what has happened to a particular person, there is no point in telling what you should do. So what has happened to him or her, you will get to know with the help of Aruda Lagna. That is also a Lagna. Because you are going to read the chart from Arudha, the position of Arudha. Okay, now the same Prashna Marga, second chapter, last shloka says that the degree of Arudha is same as degree of Udaya Lagna itself. So nothing much to worry about there. Just that they will be in two different Rashis. Or the same Rashi can also happen. Lagna can also fall in the Arudha itself, along with Arudha in same Rashi. The first thing whenever you put a Prashna, what they will look is whether the Arudha and the Udaya Lagna, they happen to be in 212 or 6-8 position. If Arudha and Udaya Lagna are 212 or 6-8 position, forget it, stop the Prashna. You have to start a new Prashna later. Generally they say that, okay, after 3 months. So whoever the Acharyas, they say, okay, come after 3 months, perform. Normally they say Ganapati Homa and come back. Because you have a lot of vignas in your life. To avoid that, first do this. Only then after you put, when you have other positions, not 212 and 6-8, they are not in 212 and 6-8, then you can look into all the other, whether he has Devanugraha through the good positions of Jupiter. So good positions of Jupiter mean except for 3, 6, 8 and 12, all other positions of Jupiter from Aruda will say that he has the Devanukulya or Devanugraha. Accordingly, post that you can start looking into the chart. Now, so we now know about Stira Chakra. Your Stira Chakra is nothing but your normal Rashi Chakra with Aruda as your reference. Now there is Chara Chakra also. So when we say Stira Chakra, we always count from Mesha, your Kala Chakra, the Kala Purusha chart. Now, anything which you take from Lagna need not be always Mesha, right? Lagna can be anything based on that particular time. And that is your Chara Chakra. Now your combination of Chara Chakra and Stira Chakra is which help in giving result for Prashna. How do you combine this? There are many such rules which can help you combine Aruda and Udaya Lagna results. Now, in Prashna Anushtana Paddhati, the Acharya says, with Aruda you will be able to find what happened in the past. With Udaya Lagna you will be able to find what will happen in future. With Chhatra Rashi, there is one more point, you will be able to find what is the present situation. So, Arudam, Chatram and Udaya Lagnam will help you understand and give predictions for the querist who comes over. Another shloka which says you can either use whichever is stronger among Udaya Lagna and Aruda, use that for prediction. If Udaya Lagna is stronger, you read the chart from Udaya Lagna. If Aruda is stronger, you can read from Aruda. Yeah? So, in short, right, if you see, your Aruda is connected to your place and your Lagna is connected to your time. You are bringing up a place and time relationship here. Space and time. This is the beauty of Prashna which is being used. Now, is there a relation between Aruda and Udaya Lagna? That is majorly explained in one of those tools, most important tools, again Prashna Marga. 6th chapter speaks about Pancha Sutras. This is one way in which you can use Pancha Sutras. Now, why do we use it? The beauty of using it is whenever, for example, if somebody comes to you saying that somebody close to them is being hospitalized, what will happen? Will something untowardly happen? Or will he come out of this Roga Lakshana? Or will he be better? These questions, one of the best tools which we can use to answer this while putting Prashna is using Panchasutras. And the reference points here majorly are your Aruda and Udaya Lagna. How do you use it? There are 5 such sutras given by the rishis. Samanya Sutra, Adhipati Sutra, Amshaka Sutra, Nakshatra Sutra and Mahasutras. Now, to those ardent astrology learners, I know some of you are not learning this subject as such, but after this I am going to go one more step deeper into what these are. Yeah, what is Samanya Sutra? It's determined by your Aruda and Udaya Lagna. How do we determine? We'll see later. So 2 things I need here to understand what is my Samanya Sutra. I need Aruda and Udaya Lagna. To understand Adhipati Sutras, I need Adhipatis of these 2 Rashis. Whether it is Aruda or Lagna, I need Adhipatis of these Rashis to understand what is my Adhipati Sutra. Amshaka Sutra, I need the Lagna Navamsha, Udaya Lagna Navamsha and Aruda. I don't need the Aruda Navamsha, but I need Udaya Lagna Navamsha and Aruda. Nakshatra Sutra, I need 2 points. One is the nakshatra in which the prashna is being put and the nakshatra of the questioner. Finally, Mahasutra is determined by Aruda and the 10th position from it. Okay? Bit too complicated? Okay, no problem. We'll go to the next slide, see how it can be used. End of the day, your result is classified into 3. Based on studying this, either it will be a Jiva Sutra, Roga or Mrityu. You can classify these into Jiva, Roga, Mrityu, which can help you easily convey what is seen from putting the prashna to the querist. Samanya Sutra, I need Aruda and Udaya Lagna. Now again, some of you, when you went through this subject of longevity, you must have seen, you have compared your Lagna and your 8th house, whether it is Chara, Stira, Disvabhava, you must have done all that. Similarly, here also we do. If your Aruda and Udaya Lagna both are movable or Chara Rashis, or one is fixed and the other one is Ubaya Rashi, Ubaya means common, Disvabhava. Then your result is Jiva. Jiva means what? It is good. Life is back, normal. If both are fixed and one is Chara and other one is Disvabhava, it leads to Mrityu. Mrityu can also be death or death-like situations. Roga, if both are common and or one is movable and other fixed, then I get the result to be Roga. So I classify into Jiva, Mrityu and Roga. So when I do this apply Samanya Sutra, I get answer whether it is Jiva, Mrityu or Roga. Same thing I can do with respect to Amshaka Sutra as well, where I need Lagna Navamsha and Aruda, and then I can classify into Jiva, Mrityu and Roga. If I go to Adhipati Sutra, Adhipatis of these 2, Aruda and Udaya Lagna are taken. If both these are friends, for example, I get Sun and Mars. If I get Udaya Lagna to be Simha and Aruda Lagna to be Mesha, Sun and Mars are friends. If that is the case, the result is Jiva. If they are neutral, okay, result is Mrityu. And if it is Roga, if the lords are inimical to each other, then it is Roga. It's inimical is Mrityu, and if they are neutral, it is Roga. I do the same for Nakshatra Sutra. Nakshatra Sutra, it is a simple calculation. I count from the Udaya Lagna Nakshatra to the Nakshatra of the questioner. Divide by 3, take the remainder, whatever. So I have, because I need to classify into only 3, Jiva, Roga and Mrityu. If remainder is 1, it is Jiva, it is 2 means Roga, 3 means Mrityu. Okay? Mahasutra again, I take Aruda Rashi and 10th from it. Now I apply this concept of nocturnal and diurnal signs. Again, this you have learned in your Pravesha first semester. Right? Ratri Rashi and Dina Rashi. All of you have heard. After this, right after this, you moved into what is Prishtodaya and Ubhayodaya. What are night signs? What are nocturnal signs? They are also called as Chandra Rashis. Mesha, Rishabha, Mithuna, Karka, Dhanus, Makara, Meena, these are all nocturnal signs, whereas diurnal are Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika, Kumbha. I hope I'll be able to share this PPT later. But again, what I need to get is then, if these both signs are lunar signs or nocturnal signs, it represents Jiva. If both are solar signs, sun signs or diurnal signs, it's Mrityu. If one is lunar and other is solar, it represents Roga. Now, what will be the result? If it is Jiva, if in these parameters, most of the parameters I get it as Jiva, it represents long life and recovery. Whatever your situation is, if the person is hospitalized, and I get most of these to be Jiva, all these classifications to be falling in Jiva, then what? Simple. He will come out of his avastha back to his normal life. If it is Roga, prolonged illness, right? Complications can be there. Even post after surgery or post hospitalization, he can continue to have prolonged illness. If it is Mrityu, death-like situation, paralysis, all that is the result. I can use this in another way also. Okay, if I get Samanya Sutra, whether it is Jiva, Roga or Mrityu, that was my past condition. If Samanya Sutra is Mrityu, means what? The person has suffered so much till now. Presently, I use Nakshatra Sutra and Adhipati Sutra to understand my present condition. If these two are Mrityu, means what? You can expect the person to be in ICU, in a total difficult situation, where you will always worry about whether recovery will be good or what will happen. That will be your point of thought. And Amshaka Sutra and Mahasutra, these two sutras tell about your future. Now, if these two comes to be Jiva, it's a good sign. Why? You are escaping from all these problems which you have and you come back normal. Whereas if these turns to be Roga or Mrityu, Roga will show that, okay, in future there will be prolonged illness, and if it is Mrityu, then the person can experience some difficult situations in life post this. As an example, this is a Prashna which was put on 20th of September 2022, 10:29 a.m. Bengaluru. Arudha happens to be Simha. Janma Nakshatra is Maga. Okay? When we applied Pancha Sutras here, Samanya Sutra, what we look into the past, right? That happened to be Mrityu. So the person has a very difficult situation, and obviously the questioner has come to the astrologer to understand, because he was hospitalized, he was in ICU, and it has come to understand what will happen. Nakshatra Sutra happens to be Mrityu and Adhipati Sutra happens to be Jiva. It's a mixed result from the present situation, not so recovered, but there is a sign that, okay, things could be good. Amshaka Sutra, what is to be in future, and Mahasutra. So Amshaka Sutra is Mrityu, Mahasutra is Roga. The current situation, now we know Amshaka and Mahasutra represents the future. Now what is the current situation of the person? The person had to undergo surgery. Okay, one of the legs has been amputated. Yeah, you understand what this word is. It has been cut across, removed, and the native is mostly bedridden now and suffering. This is one result which you have got while just applying these Pancha Sutras, and this is clearly explained in the 6th chapter of Prashna Marga. So I really urge you, all of you, to start getting interest in this wonderful science. And this is only a small snippet. Okay, if you see, there are more than 32 chapters as such in Prashna Marga, and it's spread across in two volumes. And this is in fact, this is the basics, and this is from the first 6 chapters, whatever I have taken it for our session today. But this is a lot of more for all the interested astrologers to really research into and dwell deep into the ocean of Prashna. Now Prashna itself, even though I have focused on Kerala Prashna, there is multiple other Prashnas. Okay, Nadi Prashna, Nakshatra Prashna. There are North Indian systems as well, Prashna Tantra. But this is mostly focused on the Prashna Marga as such from the 6th chapter. Yeah, I hope this was quite good. At least help you opened your realms of understanding and reading and going through and researching more on the subject called Prashna. Yeah? Thank you everyone. Namaste.
Okay. It was indeed a wonderful session, sir. I too have many prashnas now on Prashna Marga. Surely I'll indulge into this learning. Thank you so much, sir. Give him a big round of applause to make it more interesting to us. That too after lunch. Huh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we have few students who express their opinion on their journey of their learning. So let's listen to the voice of expression. I kindly request, sir, Nagaraj Sharma, sir, we have few students here. Yeah, I have. 4 students are there. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. To listen to their voice of expression, let me invite Monish Huluru. Give a big round of applause and welcome Monish Huluru to share his expression.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I hope I'll not take much of your time. All of us are gathered here. Good afternoon to one and all of you. My name is Monish S. Hulur. I'm a final year student of Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthan, and also I own this company called as Ample Space, which deals into buying and selling properties from Bangalore and Mysore. I would like to firstly thank the current president of Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthan, Mr. G. Rajgopalaya sir, who is not only a great expertise as a very senior astrologer and also a pioneer in the subject of Ashtamangala Prashna Shastra. Lot of temples and individuals, successful personalities have consulted him, and we are very fortunate enough to be his students. Next, I would like to thank the Vice President of Bharatiya Jyothisha Samsthan, Dr. Vijay Alur sir. He is also a great astrologer. And also, I would like to extend my thankfulness to Dr. Nagaraj Sharma sir, who is the General Secretary of this institution. And also, I would like to thank Nanjundaya sir, who's a very accountable gentleman, who's also the treasurer of this institution, who's highly effective in giving predictions and pariharas to many individuals. Having said this, I would like to go further and talk about a special vote of thanks, which I must mention, to none other than the most spoken individual today, that is our founder and previous president of this institution, Dr. KRISHNA Kumar sir, who has been a personal mentor and also a life shaper for me through Jyothisha, who's a great individual, who's also fixed my marriage muhurta, also attended the function and blessed us. I would really also thank him for being there in all the instances of my life. And speaking about astrology, I truly would like to tell all of you, as all the dignitaries seated here are trying to tell this, that astrology is a divine and a directional science which all of us should learn. By learning this, we will have a happier life and a more content life. When there is happier life, they will have very least greed. So when there is least greed, the entire planet is more happy. So they have empowered us with their teachings with the power of Panchanga and auspicious Muhurtas. Muhurta alone itself is enough to solve most of the problems in the coming life. So going further, I would like to also mention about the great syllabus which the institution has designed. So any individual who has zero knowledge can become almost as equivalent as them through practice by their beautiful step-by-step, semester-by-semester teachings, which I would really like to mention. All of us here, if we can do one course of astrology, it is a great thing which we can achieve, which they are trying to tell in many other formats. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for having me encouraged to join this course, and luckily I have completed it today. Thank you. Also, I would like to thank my wife and my daughter who have supported me. So having said all of this, I think I would like to conclude whatever I had to say. I would like to thank all of the teachers, including the staff of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manush. And congratulations for your completion of your Acharya. Now we have Madam Dr. Shashikala as a faculty member from Mysore branch. She will be speaking here her opinion. Give her a big round of applause and welcome.
Shri Guru Bhyo Nama. Namaste. I am Dr. Shashikala Rao from Mysore, BVB branch. ನಮ್ಮ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂತ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಈ ಒಂದು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕಲಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಂತ ಅದೃಷ್ಟವಂತರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತ್ರಿಮೂರ್ತಿಗಳಾದ ರಾಜಗೋಪಾಲ ಸರು, ನಂಜುಂಡಯ್ಯ ಸರು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಸರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚು BVBಲಿ ಶುರುವಾದಾಗ ನಾವು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಇಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 21 years ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. 21 years ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ವಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಭವನ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ. ಆದರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ನ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀಮಿಂದ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಗುರುಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಗುರುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಅಪ್ಪ ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗಿಂದ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಮನೆಯವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವೇನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಹೀಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಯೋ ಒಂದು ಆಸಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಇವ್ರ ಪೂರಕವಾದ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ. ಪಾಠ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಭಾನುವಾರ ನಂಬರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಭವನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಚ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶನಿವಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾನುವಾರ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಬರೀ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕ್ಲಾಸು. ಅಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಸೋದು. ಆ ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಪಾಠಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ. ಈಗ ತುಂಬ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇವರ ಶ್ರಮದಿಂದ ನಾವೆಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ 21 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತಿವರೆಗೂ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನ ಮೈಸೂರು ಬ್ರಾಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸು ಗುರುಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಶ್ರಮ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅವರು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆದರು. ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ 2 years ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಇವಾಗ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಇದೆ 3 years ಕೋರ್ಸು, ಅವಾಗ 2 years. ಅಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಠಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು 2 yearsಲ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ 1 Sunday. ಅವ್ರ ಶ್ರಮ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಗುರುಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಚ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಇದ್ದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿನ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಲ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ದಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಕಲ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದಲ್ವಾ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ವ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫ್ರಮ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್. ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು. ಈಗೇನಾಯಿತು, ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಷ್ಯರುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಟೀಚರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದವರು ಟೀಚರಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಬರೀ ಅವರೊಬ್ಬರೇ ಕಲಿತು ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚುವಂಥದ್ದು ವಿದ್ಯೆನ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್. ಯಾರು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಈ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಈ ಫೀಲ್ಡವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ 3 ವರ್ಷ ಇದೆ, 3 ವರ್ಷ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಪೊಟ್ಟಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ MA ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವರು ಸರ್ ಯಾರು ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ, ಗುರುಗಳು ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವಾಗ 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸೊ ವಾಸ್ತು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಸರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟಮಂಗಲಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ರೇ ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಆಯಾಸ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ದೇಹದ ಶ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಪಾಠ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಸು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಫುಲ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೊಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ MA ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ಲಾಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇದೆ ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಂದ. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಗುರುವಂದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಈ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್. ಗುರಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಗುರುನು ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆನಂದ್ರವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ನ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆನಂದ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟು ಜಾಯಿನ್.
ಈ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆನಂದ್ ಅಂತ, ಅನಸ್ಟಿಯಾ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಸೂರು. ನಾನು ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾತಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನನಗೆ 74 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳೋದು, ಈ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ರೀ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಏಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೀ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಲಿತೀರ, ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ, ನಾನು ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ 70 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನನಗೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅವರು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇದು, ನನಗೆ ಈ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿನ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ನಂಗೆ ಅದೇನೋ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಥರ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಾಗಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಜಾತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದೇ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದೂ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಬಿಲೀವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. That is most important, because I will tell you one simple thing. I don't want to take much time. My dashas have started from Buddha with balance dasha of 10 years. Later on, further, and then Shukra dasha I entered at the age of 17 years. So that has gone up to 37 years. In that 37 years, all the events in my life has got finished. Education, marriage, children, post-graduation, everything I have completed in that Shukra dasha. That was a wonderful period. And everybody says Shukra dasha is very, very good. Actually, it has happened to me. So that has further boosted my interest in the astrology. I should study astrology. Along with astrology, I wanted to study Veda also. Only these two things were my life. But it was not at all possible because of my preoccupation in my education in life as a doctor. I was very busy in all those years. Only after retirement, I made up my mind. But where to study this subject? Who will teach me? That I did not know. So before that, when I was in Shumaga, I met Dr. Mathur Krishnamurthy. He is known with the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan name. And he was my patient, for example, as an consultant. One day I asked him, sir, I am ತುಂಬ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 74ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಅದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಗೆ. ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 2 years back we completed Acharya. Today we are receiving our this degree here. And but ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು syllabus is, Shakuntala also told, syllabus is very good, you will not get it. Definitely is true. But just I find, I don't know whether I am right or wrong. After the course is over, we are completely thorough with the theory. There is no doubt about that. Practically, what will happen after the completion of course, if somebody, my relative will ask me, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ನಾನು ಜಾತಕ ತಂದ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡು ಅಂತ. There we will be in trouble. I don't know where to start. And again coming to teacher and go on asking them where to teach, how to teach, like that. So there are only 2 aspects here. One is general delineation of the chart. Number 2 is individual problem, house by house. 2 things we have to there. But I wish in this syllabus, ನಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 1 ವಾರ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೆಲಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಾರ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದೇ ಹೊರತು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
Discuss your own charts or whatever the charts you know, we will discuss in the class.
Yes.
We will discuss. I always ask, ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಕೊಡಿ.
We will teach astrology to the interested student. We cannot make you to an astronomer. We can take the horse to the water.
Yes, not to drink. Not to drink. That's right. Exactly right. So that means that will avoid so many embarrassment to us as a beginner.
One thing, you are very free to consult anybody.
Yes, that's right, sir. That is already free hand you have given us. There is no problem. So this is my experience, and I really enjoyed my period of study in astrology in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Mysore branch. And ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುರುವರೆಯರು ಯಾರು ನಮಗೆ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ನನ್ನ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೈಸೂರಿನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಒಂದಿವ್ಸ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೂ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು 2 ಕಡೆ, ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಲೈನು ಒಂದು ಆಫ್ಲೈನು, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಕಡೆ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲಜಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಯಿತು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Now we invite Mr. Srinivas, who expresses his opinion as a faculty and as a student.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. 2019 ನಾನು ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ ನಡೀತು. ಮನೇಲಿ 10 ಜನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷ್ಯದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ. ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಜರ್ನಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಬರ್ತಾ 23ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಲಿ ನಾನು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂದರು. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಭಯ, ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟು, ಹೇಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟುಡೇ 1 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಎರಡು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟಾಟ್ ಮೀ ನೌ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಪ್ರಣಾಮಗಳು, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, it is so. Okay. On behalf of BJS, in this Vedic Astrological Day and Convocation event, it is a profound respect and admiration that we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our Madam Kshama Devi, who is in absence now. As a token of our appreciation, we are here. Every institution will be functional only with us in the faculty members, only with its faculty members. BJS also has exceptional faculty members who provide their services sincerely and with honest. Now is the time to felicitate the faculty members of BJS. Join your hands and welcome and felicitate G. Rajagopalaya. I request other dignitaries to join and felicitate our President G. Rajagopalaya. Dear sir, we request you to felicitate our President, faculty member G. Rajagopalaya. For his indomitable service since past 25 years towards astrology. Now we request to felicitate Captain Vijay Gopal, sir. Join your hands. We have another senior faculty member, Mr. R.V. Gopalan, but in his absence, we have a regards towards him. Kindly, I request Nanjundaya sir to be felicitated. Now I request the senior faculty members to felicitate our senior faculty, Dr. V. Nagaraj Sharma. Now we request Ashok Kumar sir to kindly be on the stage. Ashok Kumar sir. Ashok Kumar sir, kindly grace on the stage for the felicitation. Now we request Mr. Gangadhar Hegde, faculty member Mr. Gangadhar Hegde. Madam Savitri Jairam, kindly grace on the stage for the felicitation. Madam Janani Ramanujam, I kindly request you to grace towards the stage. Mr. Chidananda Ye, kindly grace on the stage, sir. Mr. Venkatesh, faculty member Mr. Venkatesh. Mr. Sumesh Shenoy, Mr. Viren Mehta, Mr. Viren Mehta, yes. Dr. Raviraj, Anand Gopal also is. Next is Mr. Srinivasa K, Mr. Srinivasa K, faculty member. Mr. Sunil Kumar GM from Mysore branch. Dr. Shashikala from Mysore branch. Mr. Sridhar, he's a faculty member from Mysore branch. We have few more faculty members from Mysore branch whose services are commendable, but I'll just name them. They are in absence. Guru Prasad, G.R. Nagraj, Murali, Vittal, Abhinandan and Srinivas.
ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರಾಗಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಫಲ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡದೆ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏಕೆಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಪಂಚಋಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಋಷಿ ಋಣ ತೀರಿಸೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಇದು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಹಣ ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಉಪಕಾರವಾಗಲಿ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದೆ, ಪ್ರಯೋಜನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಂಚಋಣಗಳ ಪೈಕಿ ಋಷಿ ಋಣ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಋಣವನ್ನು ಅವರು ತೀರ್ವಳಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸದವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದ ವಿಷಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ದೇವರು ಆಯುರಾರೋಗ್ಯ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಖಶಾಂತಿ ನೆಲೆಸೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅವರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತೇಜನಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಕಳಿಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Ratna S from Acharya. Ratna S. Give a big round of applause to Ratna S. Next is AC Narasimha Murthy. Kindly stand in a queue or in that ramp. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. Madam Ratna, kindly. Yeah, thank you so much. Now we have our Pragna. Bopanna, please be ready in the ramp. Bhargavi ji Aital. Give a big round of applause. Ha, Pravesh and Pragna. Bhargavi ji Aital. Her sister is collecting. Give her a big round of applause. Give a big round of applause. Yeah, Radha R. Ramanathan N. Ramanathan K. Dr. Soumya Sampath. Dr. Soumya Sampath. Yes, ma'am. Give a big round of applause, please. On behalf of Smita Pradeep, I will be taking. Shailaja Murthy. Give a big round of applause. Next is Sridevi Prakash. Absent. She is absent. Sai Lakshmi, yes. Madam Sai Lakshmi, yes. Give her a big round of applause. Sumit Hanspal. Sumit Hanspal. Shri Vidya M. Shri Vidya. Yes, give a big round of applause, please. Ajit Kumar S. Ajit Kumar S, yes. Next is Madhav Sharma. Kindly be in line. Madhu Sharma. Okay. Next is Sonia Sharma. Padma Lingaraju. Sudha Hegde. Yes. Give a big round of applause. Next is Sunita P. Jain. Absent. Shashidharan B.N. Shashidharan B.N. Yes. No. Next is Vishnu Prasad Rao. He's there. Next is BVB Pragna S. Nagaraj. BVB Pragna Jan 20. Next is Dilip Kumar Jain. Are you present? Illa. Divyesh Dikshit. Divyesh Dikshit. Ganesh Baligayan. Jairam. A.S. Jairam. Pavan Kumar. Okay. Give him a big round of applause, please. Purnananda Gokarnakar. Ravish Suvarna. Give him a big round of applause. Next is Ravindra H.C. Ravindra H.C. Shripad Karkehalli. Give him a big round of applause, please. Next is Savitri C. B.G. Venkatanjanaya. Yes, give him a big round of applause. Mr. Saurabh, his certificate will be handed over to Mr. Kumar Vail, sir. Give him a big round of applause too. Okay, now we are to BVB. Dr. Sunil R. Govenkar. Give him a big round of applause. This is for Jyothisha Acharya. Okay, next is Kiran Govenkar. Kiran R. Govenkar. Sir. Yeah. Thank you. Give him a big round of applause, please. Next is Guru Murthy from Jyothisha Pravesha. Are you there? Guru Murthy? Yes. Shri Kumari. Guru Murthy Bhattacharya. Next is Yoga Murthy. Yoga Murthy. Guru Murthy is taking the certificates. Okay. BVB July 2024 Pravesha. Anila PR. Anil PR. The father of Mr. Anila PR will be receiving the certificate. Give him a big round of applause to see the achievement of his son. Daughter. Brijesh Singh. Give him a big round of applause. Yes. K.R. Deepak. Absent. Thank you. Hemchandra. Absent. Mamata K.G. Meena Hemchandra. ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ. ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಜೇಶ್. R. Prajesh. Give him a big round of applause. Pramod Krishna. H.S. Rekha. Yes. Chappale. E. Sampath Kumar Gupta. Sridevi R. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ಎಸ್. ಶರತ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ MD. Yes, give him a big round of applause. Jai Shri Ram. Shubhakala. PC Vishwanatha. Bandila. Vaidehi V. Gangu. Yes, give her a big round of applause. Huh? Okay. Next is Chetan Purohit. Chetan Purohit. Bandidira? Illa. BVB Prashna. July 24 and Vijay Gopal. Okay. Pravesha January 2024. Apurva Kumar. BGS Pragna July 23 Pravesha. Harsha Swami. Idira? Harsha Swami. RC Pramod Kumar. MS Ramesha. Yes, Bunny. Chapale. Ramesh G.A. Give a big round of applause, Mr. Ramesh G.A. Illa. Santosh Kumar K. Chappale Tatipa. BP Shrikant. BP Shrikant. Vadiraj Nalluru. Vadiraj Nalluru. Manasa Hegde. Yes. Give her a big round of applause. Next is V. Ramesh Babu. Ramesh Babu, are you present? Yes. Give him a big round of applause. Next is Vasant Kumar Achar. Vasant Kumar Achar. Next is Vinay UV. Vinay UV. Vinay UV, give them a big round of applause, please. ಆಗಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋ ಸೆಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ತಟ್ಟೋರು ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಉಮಾದೇವಿ ಕೆ. BJS Pragna July 2024, Pravesha July 23. Abhiya Gupta ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. Abhiya Gupta. Gopal Raj. Give him a big round of applause. Kusuma Prasad.
Gupta.
On behalf of Neha. Okay, give her a big round of applause. N. Raghavendra Prasad. Chappale. Suchinta Chattopadhyay. She's not there. Trina Baumik. Oh. Okay. Okay, BJS January 2024 and Pravesha Ashok Raj. Ashok Raj J. Idira? Yeah, please come now. Huh. Next is Devika. Geeta N. Geeta N. Kaverama. BL. Yes. On behalf of Kaverama, Karthik BR. Karthik BR. ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ಎನ್. ಬನ್ನಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಅವರು ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ ಆಗು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪುನೀತ್ ಜಿ ಎನ್. ಪುನೀತ್, ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಪುನೀತ್. ಪುನೀತ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪದ್ಮಲಲಿತಾ. Next is Prasanna KS. Dr. Nagalakshmi AS. Give her a big round of applause. Raghavendra Sridhar. Raghavendra Sridhar. Srinivasa R. Sunil Maharwade. Okay. B. Vishnu Prasad. Vinuta C. Give her a big round of applause, please. Vijay Narsimha Sharma. Vijay Narsimha Sharma. Vijay Lakshmi and Rashmi Puneet. Give her a big round of applause. Rashmi Puneet. Any event is not possible without a sponsorer. Even in this event, we had few sponsors whose contribution is undeniable. Our food sponsors for today's event are Mr. Valluri Murali Krishna. He is not in present today, but his contribution has made all our stomach full. And Madam Bhargavi Aital. Madam Bhargavi Aital and Mr. Valluri Murali Krishnan had contributed. They were generous enough for the food sponsoring. Madam Bhargavi Aital, who has high regards to this institution and was enthusiastic, not just as a sponsor for the food, but also served as a volunteer. Madam Bhargavi, you're already on the stage. Kindly accept it. Correct, sir. We have volunteers who support us, who made this event successful. Of course, it is commendable. Let's invite them for felicitation. Every volunteer had extended their best. Firstly, Sai Lakshmi Madam. Madam Sai Lakshmi, who is another lady who is instrumental in coordinating with the food. And the chief guest. She is a lady of forward thinking and was organizing every intricate details. Today's event was propelled by the energy that Madam provided in her breakfast to the volunteers. Next, I request Madam Netravati as a volunteer. Give her a big round of applause. Padma Lalita. Give her a big round of applause. Mr. Bhavan. Mr. Ramesh Babu. Mr. Ramesh Babu. Mr. Ravish. Miss Madam Rekha. Madam Rekha. Madam Sridevi. Madam Sridevi. Mr. Shripad. Madam Shri Vidya. Mr. Venkatanjaneya. Mr. Sharat Sharma. Yes. Give him a big round of applause.
Mr. Lochan. Sridevi Madam's son. Okay.
ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಸಿ ಪದವಿ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣರಾದ ಕುಸುಮಾ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿರೂಪಕಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನೇನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷ ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸಮ್ಮುಖದಲ್ಲೂ ಇವರೇ ನಿರೂಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇವರನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಈ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಮುಂದುವರಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಕುಸುಮಾ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು.
Thank you so much.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಂಚಯ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಡ್ರೈ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಶಕ್ತಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತು ಕಳ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಳಿಸೋಣ. ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಶ್ರುತಿನವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಿದ್ರು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಲೂ. ಶ್ರುತಿಯವರು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಾಫಿ ಏರ್ಪಾಡಿದೆ. ಟೀ ಕುಡಿಯೋರು ಟೀ ಕುಡಿಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಶ್ರುತಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಗೌರವ. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗಾಯ್ತಾ.
We extend our gratitude in providing the opportunity for our gurus of BJS. And my dear fellow Toastmasters, am I extremely sorry I call you all for Toastmasters because I always extend myself as a Toastmaster. Now, I'll surely share you all what is about Toastmaster. Here, I'm thankful for every one of you. Today, my duty as an anchoring is coming to an end. Now is the time where our Nagaraj Sharma sir will be extending the vote of thanks. I extend myself gratitude and thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And my kind apologies for any pada any mistake that I have done, kindly oblige.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, dignitaries, colleagues, and BJ students, I rise to express our heartful gratitude to each and every one of you. As we come to the conclusion of Vedic, International Vedic Astrological Day and Convocation event, this event was not possible without the support of BVB authorities and staff in providing the venue for the event. We acknowledge their generous support. I extend my thanks and regards to Madam Kshamadevi, Dr. Nandana and Mr. Sughosh for your presence and converting the teachings of Dr. KRISHNA KUMAR in a book format to all the aspirants. I special thanks to our President Sri G. Rajagopalaya, who has given lot of guidance to make this function success. I thank our keynote speakers, Mr. Sumesh Shanai, to the valuable insights that you shared will surely help us and aspirants. I extend my sincere thanks to sponsors of the event who sponsored our food, Mr. Murali Krishna and Mrs. Bhargavi Aital for your generous contribution. I thank all faculty members. Your presence enhanced the weightage of the event. Tireless efforts of all of volunteers who initiated and served willingly in every aspect of this event is commendable. Everyone took the ownership and made this event successful. We need to thank our photographer and videographer who is tirelessly capturing the events. The whole event will not be successful without all the students of this esteemed institution. Your dedication and hard work have paid off. Indeed, I am grateful to all my colleagues who constantly supported in success of the event. And Sunil Kumar, Mysore branch, who is the in charge of the Mysore branch. We are grateful to all hall attendee, Mr. Nanjappa, and other staff who helped in overall arranging this event. Last but not least, to all participants who contributed directly and indirectly to the success of this event. This event would not have been possible without the collective efforts of everyone involved. Thank you once again for making it a memorable experience. Thank you very much. Let us have one Shanti mantra at the end and let us disperse. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.